something works. Why didn't that work? Can you hear me? Because you're not supposed to be able to hear me right now. Because I hit the hotkeys from you. But it sounds like they didn't work. Mute, command plus command. It's not working. Hi, how's everyone doing? Sorry. I'm trying to make this so that I don't sit here and talk and talk and talk with it on mute yet again. Let's try command 1. Okay, so command 1 it is. Awesome. How's everyone doing? Thank you, little mousy girl. Hey, how are you? She and I had a good chat today. I actually caught this from the beginning. Hi, Erin. We can hear you. Hey, what's up, Lisa? Glad to hear you can hear me. Yeah, so and I made the hotkeys something different this time, so it's not just the space bar, because apparently that's, I know that's what I did last time, and apparently I didn't foresee me using the space bar a lot. So yeah, that was a fun stream or video. I forget what it was. I think it was a stream. What's up, everyone? Hey, little mousy girl, Sarah, the do good letters, Sunny D, Jenny Lee, John, Leah, Karma Kid 101, Reagan, Lisa, Annette White, Kathy Ann, Tracy I Love, Moonchild. Hey, Tina. What's up? Oh, Tina, you might want to stick around. I'm going to be doing a little bit of flashback files tonight because what kind of led me to where I got led. What's up, Scarlett? Java Man. Megan, what's up? PETA. Lady Godiva. That's a cool name. You make some really great liqueur, just saying. Especially the white chocolate. Oh yeah, I made a new drink today that's really good. Maybe if there's time, I'll show you later. I actually thought it up too. Like, surprised myself. Hey, Crystal. Okay, so let me scroll back down here. All right, so what started all this was it started back in 2020, but what started it as of late for me was a tweet on Twitter that I read, and I had ended up commenting on it. I don't quite remember who was posted it, but someone was suggesting that the shit with Katie and seven mountains, is it? I think that's what the M stands for. I'm not positive, but something suggested that this shit is just like, it's all like propaganda, more or less, like a PR stunt or whatever. And I started thinking, it could be something like that. But I mean, I don't know, to be honest with you. But I do have my suspicions about Katie being involved in shit like that, which, I mean, it's not, I'm saying it like that, being involved in. It's not nefarious, and none of it's illegal or whatever. I'm sure that there's a lot of influencers who do it, and just media overall. It is dishonest, I think, to those of us, watching or viewing or reading or whatever, the case may be, depending on the publication or the media stream. But yeah, so it is kind of dishonest. Like, I think we've all accepted the fact, or we're accustomed to the fact, that much of like reality TV is scripted. I mean, there's nothing like, there's maybe a little bit of real still left in reality TV, but for the most part, it's scripted. So in a sense, it's kind of no different from regular TV, only I think that it's scripted specifically with the viewers in mind, as opposed to scripted with the writer in mind, or producer, director, whatever the case may be. And I wondered often if like our media is following the same suits in a sense. I mean, it would make sense, really, because with social media, I mean, everyone can be, I hate to say it, but anyone can be a reporter. I mean, even a serious reporter, to a sense. I mean, if you could audit classes or whatever, you can take the initiative to learn how to do it responsibly and how to do it properly, and you can pretty much fund yourself. You may not get an audience, because you're not able to put yourself out there in a large way, like, national media are, but that doesn't make you any less media. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the size of the audience isn't what makes something media, in my opinion. So really, since TV had to compete with the internet, it has the internet to compete with and all these other streaming services and whatnot, and media has all these things to compete with, and on media or on the internet, on social media, whatever. What if they were just trying to make their media a little more exciting? I mean, I don't know. It's a thought. It's not even a theory. It's a thought. But I'm going to play an old video of mine. I'm going to show you like where this whole thought originated and why and what led me there. And it's specifically with Katie. And y'all can tell me what you think. I'm on StreamYard tonight too, so I will be dropping the link. So, oh, Reagan, you're near some bad weather? Yeah, and when I say a PR stunt or whatever, I don't know who's doing the stunt, where it's coming from. I mean, this could be a PR stunt on behalf of the dancers. It could be on behalf of the production company. It could be on behalf of Katie. It could be on behalf of some other organization who has some sort of directive control or whatever over content with these people. I mean, I don't know. I think you pretty much have to have a source and an intent in mind or an agenda in mind to label something propaganda. But when it comes to like public relations, I mean, I don't know where it could be coming from. I mean, because they all pretty much have the same intent, I would think, or the same agenda. That's to become known and, rich or whatever, but at least become known. So, all right, let me share screen. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you what this video is because there's a little bit of backstory here. Okay, so this video, it's from, I'm not going to have the date here, am I? I'm going to pull up all the links too and show everyone. And it's not showing me the link. I want to say December 10th, 2020. So it's, close to a year and a half old. It's because of the commenters thing I have on here won't show me the date for some reason. Sometimes it will, but most of the time it doesn't. It's annoying. All right, there we go. And I uploaded it on December 10th, the year 2000. So about a year and a half old. We all remember Sophie Long, right? The whole Sophie Long case, I'm sure. Well, brief rundown for those who are not aware. Back in the end of August, I think it's the beginning of September. End of August, beginning of September. Katie had reported on this quote unquote story surrounding a video that was going viral on the internet featuring a 9-year-old girl. It's coming out to her mother and her grandmother, telling them about how the mother's boyfriend was essaying her. And, the internet is in an uproar, want to protect the child and everything. Well, Katie Joy comes out of the blue with the story and just calls the girl a liar. It says, part of me thinks she was lying. Yeah, part of me thinks she was lying, that she was just being a brat or she was being bratty. Like she didn't get her way. So she was just, doing what kids do, I guess, making false claims of, grown up shit like that, whatever. So, of course, everyone, gave Katie a bunch of shit. Well, at the time, pretty much right back then, at that time, she was already in a Facebook group. The group, I think the group is now called The Long Hoax, or at least it was not too long ago. But it started off, or I might have been called The Long Hoax all along. I don't remember. No, it was called something else. But I think I say the name of it in my video here. But the description of this group at the time was like a dark humor comedy group regarding the story of SL. But the group was more or less formed to be a hate group against the little girl's father, who was named Michael Long. And Katie was in the group. And Katie first joined under a sock account. Then she joined under her real account and came out to everyone and said, hey, I've been in this group under a sock account, but this is me. Hi. And before you know it, she was a moderator of the group, but it didn't take long before they kicked her out of the group. I think she's back in there though now, or she is under her sock, I know. So in this group though, she made a few posts, naturally, and I have a pretty big collection of them. And I'm going to go over some of these posts here, but it was one of these posts here that kind of started all this for me. So let me play this video here, because like I said, this was back in September, but the video here I uploaded was on December 10th. Okay, so we're a few months into the story by the time I do the video. And the first thing I share with the viewers is a YouTube channel called iJessie. This was the first time I ever heard of iJessie. I think a lot of people are familiar with him now. At the time, I thought iJessie was a girl too. Just keep that in mind. So, and I talk about how iJessie shared this thing, which led me to this, which reminded me of the screenshot I had, which then led me to this. You know what I mean? I go through my whole thought process, I guess. So you'll see what I mean. This has nothing to do with Sophie Long, really. Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta mute. What was that, command 1? They just bring me back to the page. Also, the software I used to record this with at the time was OBS, but it was on my iMac, but at the time OBS had a glitch or something, the screen would keep glitching. So you're going to see the screen blink here and there, and it's annoying. And that's what I'm talking about here in my opening credits here. You know, I do the usual, don't comment or harass anyone mentioned this video. These are just my opinions. And then I also realize the screen keeps blinking in the background. I'm using OBS. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm sorry. Okay, so before I start, I just want to say, I know I'm going to be looking off here to the side. I have some notes over here just to keep me on track and keep me talking about the images that appear on the screen. I've had something on my mind since I seen a YouTube video from the channel iJessie called Without a Crystal Ball, #Stand with Sophie, the plot thickens. In the video, she shows an article by the website www.MEAWW.com, which stands for Media, Entertainment, Arts Worldwide. In the description, she says the info that I accidentally found and then links the article. I got the impression that this was something she just discovered. I kind of thought everyone knew about this, and that could be my fault because I came across a post a while ago, and I thought everyone knew that about this MEAWW article because I seen a lot of people were sharing a post from Katie from within this group, and the post that they were sharing was the screenshots that she shared, which was of this article. But you'll see, I'm going to show you how much traffic this article has had. So you'll see whether or not that's true or whether or not it got around, whatever. The private Facebook group, the dark humor anti-Michael Long Facebook group that Katie was a part of. And I just assumed that it was common knowledge that Katie was working with the website and with this article in particular, because this article shared posts of hers, and I believe even quoted her. So when I went looking for the screenshot, I then came across some other information. But let me show you what I seen, and you can let me know what you think. So here. Oh, I wasn't muted. Oh shit, my bad. If you want, I can make it smaller on the screen, so maybe it won't be that bad. I can put it back to small screen, and I can pause it and enlarge it when there's something on there, you know, which I'm talking about, and so hopefully it won't be an issue. I'm sorry. I know. That's why I stopped using the software at the time. I only just been able to start using OBS because iMac or Macintosh, whatever, didn't assist software operating systems upgrade. So whatever the problem was, it's been fixed. But yeah, the problem was there forever. I mean, I tried Google. That's another story. But here, I can make it smaller though, at least. We have the first page, or the first page I'm showing you is of the video by the channel iJessie. And here's where she wrote the info that I accidentally found, and she links the article. So this is the screenshot that I remembered that I had. And I notice here, Katie posted this article on September 13th. So, and then I discovered another screenshot. Like an idiot, I didn't get that up and ready to show you, but I have it on my computer. I just downloaded it because I saved it as a backup somewhere else. I'm going to pull up the screenshot now and show you what it is. Okay, so not muted, right? Okay. So this is September 13th at 9:46 p.m. Katie Paulson. This is inside that group, the Facebook group that was called the Long Hoax for a while. I don't know what it's called now. I'm still in it, by the way. Well, Aaron Costello's not still in it, but you know what I mean. It says, remember when she accused Kelly of breaking the law and Jacob R-ing the girl when they were in protective custody? And she shares the screenshot of the MEAWW article and a part of it. She was going after Elise from, was it 10 to Life or 9 to Life or something? I forget the name of her channel. She hated Elise. She really did. Maybe not as much as Critical K, but yeah, no love lost here. And yeah, so that's a screenshot, or that's a screenshot of the post from the Facebook group. And this here is the screenshot that she shared of this article, which I always thought was kind of weird because she didn't put a link with this when she posted this, just a screenshot. I wondered why that was. Anyway. I had from September 12th. And this, of course, I forgot there was another one too. This screenshot says, okay. It says, I've been in this group under a different identity, but I'm coming out. This was on September 12th, mind you. I'm a YouTuber. Some of you legitimately hate me or hate who you think I am, but I want to expose the monster that did this to this little girl and ripped people off. My channel is without a crystal ball. I'm sharing a ton of stuff tonight, just so you know, I'm not an asshole. I donated all of my proceeds from previous streams about Sophie to the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children, $829 today. I also privated both videos. I hate liars and I hate fraud. Please be nice to me. Okay, thanks. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. This is where Katie first joined the group under her actual name. Supposedly she was in the group before this under a sock account. I don't know if that's true, but I assume it is. So here's where she first joins the group as herself, one day before she posted that article. So then I just want to make sure that there was, I'm sure you guys all got that, but I just want to reiterate. She joined the Facebook group as herself on the 12th. Then the very next day, she posted a screenshot to this MEAWW article. I started looking at MEAWW. I was wondering what other articles, maybe, I don't know, maybe she was quoted more, whatever. So here's what I found. When MEAWW first started covering the story, they were actually on Michael's side. The first post I found is from August 31st, and it's a pro-Michael article. What's scrolling across the bottom of the screen is me giving a brief explanation why I'm not actually going through and showing the articles, because each of these articles has an image of the minor child who's, the center of the story that they're reporting on. And I didn't want to help share her images around. I can pull these. I check the links, and all the links still work. And so I can pull them up here, and then I'll just share the screen after I've scrolled past her image. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we can go through and look at them. The next post I find is from September 8th. It's a Pro Michael article. The next one is from September 9th, a Pro Michael article. The next one, September 9th, a Pro Michael article. And here we have September 10th, another Pro Michael article. This one was at just before 4 p.m. This one on September 10th, a Pro Michael article, was at 5:44. Another Pro Michael article on September 10th at 6:14. And another Pro Michael article on September 10th at 6:30. I mean, some of these articles are published 15 minutes apart, a half an hour apart. It's weird. So then we have the first anti-Michael post by the website, which also happens to be the one that Katie shared, and it's from September 13th. It was published the same day that she shared it in the group. Okay, so if people are just wondering, like, I don't get it or whatever, because I listened to myself talk there, and I feel like I sound kind of just dull and boring. What I'm saying though is that upon looking at this website, and I want to see what other articles or whatever they did on this story, because I was curious to see how many times they quoted Without a Crystal Ball or shared her link or her stuff or whatever. And upon looking for the articles, I just noticed this. First of all, I noticed this shift in their reporting. Everything I just listed there, and the dates, and they're all in chronological order there. This is everything they wrote about the story on these dates, and they're all in defense of the father. Okay, they're backing the father and everything. And they're all within days too of each other. And keep in mind too, like, at least for myself and a few other people I've spoken to, although I haven't asked that a huge selection of people, this story seemed to have come out of nowhere. I mean, it was a real story and everything. And it's like some people can track the progression of it. But for Katie to pick up on it and just run with it the way she did, like, she plucked it out of nowhere, just like the 7M video story or 7M story. None of us have ever heard of this shit before. It seems to have just came out of nowhere. And that was much the case of this story too. So what started sticking out to me was this story came out of nowhere. Katie happens, and then all these articles are all in defense of the father. And then if the website flips, like does a complete and total flip, they stop writing in defense of the father and only write in going after the father in defense of the mother or whatever. And the first article that they do this with just so happens to be the one that she shared in this Facebook group. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. And the shift was, it was literally one day, and every day leading up to it, all about the father. Then literally one day later, complete reversal. I found that interesting. After that, we have another article on September 24th, which is another anti-Michael article. Then we have another anti-Michael article on October 7th. So then I started looking into MEAWW. And one of the first things I found is that the website is currently being sued by the owner of the Washington Redskins, Daniel Snyder, for incorrectly linking him to Jeffrey Epstein. So in this article by MSN, it says, did someone pay to have info published? The lawsuit accuses MEAWW of publishing the information while knowing that it was untrue and wants to uncover if someone paid for it to be published. Some of the information originated from anonymous posts on Reddit, according to the suit. The story cited is no longer up on the website. The lawsuit also seeks to uncover the source of the false information that it claims paid MEAWW to publish. So upon looking further, I find an article by Washington Post, which explains the website again. And then Washington Post also posted, the little pop-up there is me. I meant to say lawsuit and I said website, so I was just trying to correct that. I hate editing now, and back then I not only hated it, but I really sucked at it. So it was hard for me to go back and I would have had to have done the whole thing over again if I didn't have the titles. Okay, now just a brief explanation of what that means is, upon looking at this, I was curious just because of the sudden switch and how Katie was involved for there. Like, she was right there for the sudden switch, and like pushing it. And So I looked into the website, and that's when I learned about the lawsuit. And basically, I mean, I still had the links to the lawsuit and everything. Those links work. Out of everything I just showed here about regarding this lawsuit, the only link that doesn't work still is the Yahoo link that first came up. But the PDF of the lawsuit itself, that one still works, and another one still works. So anyone can go and look at this lawsuit for themselves if they want to. But basically, MEAWW was paid off. Someone paid MEAWW to publish this shit. It was a PR stunt, is what I'm saying, was what the lawsuit's saying. That's crazy. Like, this is not some like legitimate, respectable media outlet. This is a propaganda machine, basically. And they're not originated, or they have addresses in the United States. I think, from what I remember, I didn't refresh my memory in this though today. One was in LA, I think one was in New York, one might have even been in Texas or something, but also in India, they have offices, apparently, allegedly. I don't know. The court filing by Dana Snyder against MEAWW. I didn't read the whole filing. It's 244 pages long. I just read the first few pages. But upon reading what I read, I learned that MEAWW has a parent company called New Content, which is the respondent, Compelling New Content Media Incorporated, and also 11 Internet Services LLP. So looking into the website a little bit more, I first find MEAWW has a untrustworthiness rating with the Web of Trust, which I'm not surprised. 11 Internet Services LLP has a registered trademark for MEAWW. I also want to point out the traction that the MEAWW article received. There's an extension called CrowdTangle. I know it's available for Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome, where you can you pull it up on whatever article it is you're looking at, and it will give you information about the social media sharings, links, posts, comments, any interaction really the article received while on social media. I cannot get the drop-down window though that appears by using the extension to pull up. So I had to download the numbers data. And okay, so here we have it. Over here, it was shared twice on social media, on Facebook actually. Once by the page MEAWW Entertainment, the next time by MEAWW World. One time each page, and it received 144 Facebook reactions, 67 shares, 245 comments, and here are the links to the articles. Although the posts, for some reason though, I can only get one of them to pull up. But okay, so you catch that? Like this hasn't for a international media conglomerate or whatever you want to call it. That got shit for traction. In fact, I can even check that traction now because CrowdTangle is still a thing. Like, was it 13th article is the one she shared? So if I pull that up, let me share screen. Okay, so here it is. And where's my CrowdTangle? Okay, right here. So, sorry, I forget. You can't see the drop-down menu, can you, when I share screen like this? Let me see. Is there any way I can see it? Oh, right here. I'm watching the screen as I get caught up to see if the drop-down menu appears. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's actually can't see it. All right. So okay, I can take a screenshot of it though and post that or something. I don't know. Oh, that's right. I gotta log into Facebook first to use it. God damn, I forgot about that. Oh, that's why I stopped using it. So such a pain in the ass. All right, I will do this shortly. I don't even remember my Facebook password at the moment, so it's going to take a second. But I will pull up and I will show you. I can show you like all the numbers and everything, the interaction numbers, the social media sharing numbers. This post got shit for traction. Like, I mean, it's 67 shares And it's crazy. And 100 and something likes. I mean, I could make a post about my dog shitting in the yard and probably get that many. Well, no, I probably wouldn't. But you know what I mean. Anyway. Let me check chat here before I go on because I feel like I'm ignoring everyone. Do you have a link to the lawsuit? Yes, I do. I'm gonna right now. I'll post a link to. I'm gonna post a link to my video here that I'm showing. Okay, in the description for that is all the links in order, all in order in which I showed or discussed or displayed them in the video. So, and they're all also labeled individually and very descriptive. So you can't pick the wrong link or whatever. I can even show you what I mean. Like here. Okay, so like right here are the links. This is the description. Link to the iJesse video. Only he deleted his channel, so that one won't work. Screenshot 1, screenshot 2, and just today I put a backup link for the images should my Google Drive disappear. Then this is the article for August 31st, September 8th, September 9th, September 9th, 10th, 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 10th. And then switching coverage, 13th, 24th, October 7th. And then here's this first link here is the one that doesn't work. The MSN article. The Washington Post, Snyder lawsuit article, this one works. And the court filing. I think this is the PDF one. But they both work. I tested them just a little while ago. Oh, the Web of Trust link, that one doesn't work because there was like a search result thing. I don't even know why I put that one in there. These two worked, which we're going to get to in a minute. And I also included a True Sleuth video because right when I did this video, she had, just before I did it, she did a video suggesting that Swanson could have been her source, Katie's source and shit. And that's also what kind of got me thinking this, like, well, what if this was that? How did she come across with Swanson? Because she was like really seemed overly invested in the whole like Toddy and Swanson thing. So part of me kind of wondered I wonder if she was like one of like many bloggers, like who got some shit pay or something like that to push some sort of narrative. Because a lot of these media sites do that, and a lot of these bloggers, whatever, they will take like contracts, whether it's just an independent job or something, or if it's like they're part of a team. I don't know much about this, to be honest, but I mean, I have had with the little amount of writing I've done online, I've gotten these offers in my inbox. Basically, they want you to write an article about something. It's an ad, or you're pushing something, but it can't come off as that. It has to come off as like a genuine find or something by you, or a genuine realization or whatever. That's almost literally how they explain it too. But the pay sucks for it. I mean, it's, oh my God, I don't get it. Okay. Here's to just give you an idea of how much traction the article received, which for an article for pages this big, it's not much traction at all. So I find that even more curious in nature, because the article received very little traction, much less than it should have. And on the same day that it switched in its coverage regarding the Long case, also happens to be the same day that Katie shared the first post regarding their switch in the Long coverage. And she shared it to Facebook. So I just find that all a little coincidental. That's just my opinion. Okay, so upon learning or recalling this information, I started thinking, what do I know? I know that Katie has been writing online for about 8 years, to my understanding. She has written for herself on her now deleted website, withoutacrystalball.com. She has also written for websites like Pathos and The Mighty. Several of her stories through the years have been picked up by major media outlets. She knows how to make money through writing online. Bloggers can sometimes make money by writing ads that come across as blog posts. They can also make money writing for PR companies, especially if they are already an established and popular source of information. Now, I'm not saying that this is what Katie has done or has been doing, but here's what I do know. Okay, because I mean, I have no proof of what Katie has done or has been doing one way or the other, but here's what I do know. I do know that Katie joined the group under her real name on September 12th.
I know that she posted a screenshot of the article, the MEAWW article, on September 13th, a day later. Katie ignored all the previous pro-Michael MEAWW articles. The same day Katie joined the anti-Michael group and shared the MEAWW article is the same day that MEAWW switched sides in their coverage of the Long case. The day after posting the MEAWW article, Katie also posted information regarding Michael, regarding arrests, DWIs, and bankruptcy, though she later admitted in the group that not all the information she shared was accurate. I guess some of the information actually pertained to his brother and not Michael. Katie shared a statement later on from Kelly, seemingly from a PR company, and that statement was manipulated from the facts. Katie was balls deep in this story until there was an agreement between the parents and until a later.
That's another good point. At the time this happened, when I made this video, it was shortly after Katie shared this statement alleging it came from the mother's lawyers, when in fact it came from a PR company that was believed or that was known to have been hired by the mother's lawyers. So again, it just seems like a lot of, I mean, for granted, something's playing out on the public stage. I understand wanting to involve a PR firm, because when you're fighting in the public, the winner isn't determined necessarily by a court of law, even if a court of law determines there to be a winner. The winner in public opinion is going to be ruled in the court of public opinion, in which case you would want a PR firm representing you, not necessarily a lawyer, or preferably one who has experience and knowledge in both areas, I would think, but whatever. So it makes sense, is what I'm saying. However, there's a lot going on here, and it's too much maybe to be a coincidence. I don't know. And like I said, it's not illegal. She's not doing anything wrong. If, argument's sake, let's say I'm right and everything I said is right. She's not doing anything wrong. There isn't anything wrong with this. But I do think it's kind of a dirty, underhanded move to your followers / viewers, whatever. And hey, if they happen to find out the truth, then they should know the truth. That's all I'm saying. So that being said, this also kind of gives me some thoughts concerning the lawsuit, but I'm not going to get into that shit right now. I think I said enough.
Like much later court date had been set. I mean, it wasn't one like a couple of weeks in advance or in the future. This next court date is next year. So, but all of a sudden, she's stopped in her coverage. I mean, was her coverage no longer needed? Then there's Snyder's lawsuit and his allegations against MEAWW. And in the Truth Sleuth video I watched earlier, I'm going to link that in the description too. There's a clip from a 2019 video of Katie talking about Clark Swanson, and she's trashing Swanson. Then in the same Truth Sleuth video, they show a more recent video of Katie, like recently, where she's talking about Swanson, but she's very careful not to cast him in that same light again. See, I mean, he's clearly a charlatan, and with some of the shit he peddles. In 2019, Katie knew to call him on that, but today's Katie doesn't want to cast him in that same light. So here's what I wonder: has she been working with PR companies to run narratives? We know that she quickly changed the narrative when James Charles showed up in her DMs, and she did it simply because he asked her to. So is it possible she would also do this for a fee? And is it possible she might do this for Clark Swanson? I don't know. I mean, admittingly, everything I'm pointing out is speculative and circumstantial, but I'm kind of at the end of my capabilities in researching this online. I mean, I don't have the expertise or the qualifications to go much further. So I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. So let me know what you think in the comments. So thanks for watching.
Oh, sure. I took the link down. Okay, awesome. All right, I'll pull that up real quick. Wait, I just typed in the chat. I have it saved. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, so these links, I mean, I can pull them all up. Do you guys want to see the articles the links to or the articles I linked there in the video, they're just what I said that they are. They're articles written about the Sophie Long case. There's a series of articles that in the beginning there that are in support of Michael Long. Then there's a series of articles that are, against Michael Long. Where the hell? Okay, there's my chat. Oh yeah, I can pull that up too. The other stuff going on there. Here's the thing. I'm not ready to subscribe to whether or not these accounts, quote unquote, calling out Katie are trolls or legitimate. I don't know. I find it hard to believe that if they're real accounts, if they're legitimate, if they really are like Miranda and this production company, even if they're just mock accounts or accounts made for this specific purpose, they have shit for followers. Like they have a couple hundred. Like I have more Instagram followers than they do, and I get it. Even if it's a new account, it takes a little bit of time, but no, not when you have millions of followers. It doesn't take you that long to build up like 1,000. Okay. Even across other platforms. So that is something that's really sticking out to me. Then there's the live today on TikTok. I'm sorry, I didn't see it, but I had someone explain to me what it was. And basically I was told, and correct me if I'm wrong here. I was told that the person on screen, it looked like Miranda, but she didn't say anything. She didn't really do anything. She painted a nail. And like, that was it. Like, why? I mean, what you're trying to do is to take attention off of you and your life choices, then you would take attention off of you and your life choices. You wouldn't do something that created more buzz, more questions, more speculation, more suspicion. And that sounds to me like that's exactly what the TikTok did, was just create more of all of that. Exactly, John. I have Instagram followers. I've never posted anything. I had Instagram followers. My EKC people suck Instagram, which I never use that like for anything that I want to post. If I post in Slayer Utica. But I that one has more followers, I think. It has followers anyways. I don't know the number, but it has quite a few followers. And I get why people click to follow it. I would have too. And the only reason why I have that account is because at the time there was a possibility running through my head that people could make like parody accounts or whatever which is fine. I'm cool with that. I just didn't want a parody account to have the actual name. You know what I mean? Parody accounts should have a name that represents that, not the actual name, in my opinion. So that's the only reason why I grabbed that handle or whatever, that account. Yeah. I'm not too concerned about who they are either. Like, if they really are and genuinely are these people and they're fucking with Katie, cool. If they're not, though, that's what I'm kind of questioning. Like, is it one of, and I don't want to say one of us, you know what I mean? But is it someone from the bragging on Katie community or whatever? Like, is this someone trying to like make a point? Because I really hope that's not the case, because they would defeat anything. And they would be stupid. I mean, all you're going to do is you're going to give her credibility when she doesn't deserve it. And you're going to discredit anything that we do. Although, I mean, I don't think I do anything really that credible, so I'm not too concerned about that. But there are other creators who would be concerned about that, I know. But more than that, you're just going to waste our time. That's not cool to us. So I really hope that's not the case. But then part of me, like this is the tweet that started all. If this is a propaganda thing, like on behalf of the dancers or the production company, to generate media spin or whatever and attention and everything. And yeah, sure, that's a possibility, especially with the attention span of the internet. Like, people will pay attention. This will be the first thing on everyone's mind for a short while. And then they're going to move on regardless of whether or not it's been concluded or not. People would just lose interest and move on. So, I mean, really, you can do that and get away with it now, I think, where maybe like 10, 15 years ago, not so much. So, but I mean, I'm not too concerned with who's behind the account, other than to say that I hope it's not anyone doing it for, like, I don't know. I hope it's no one that can be associated with any of us, really. Other than that, I don't know. I don't care. The whole story, really, I don't even care about. I mean, like the whole Seven Mountains thing. I'm not sure I believe everything about it. Like, even before it was speculated about this account, or this account came to be known, I'm not sure I believed any or much or all of it. I don't know. I'm definitely not going to take anything Katie says as fact. Come on now. And I haven't seen anyone else report on it, but I have seen other outlets or people representing other outlets inquire about the story. Now, it could be that nothing's come of this because nothing's going to come of it because they found it to be bullshit, or it could be that they're actually doing their due diligence and they're just not ready to put the report out yet. I don't know. Either way, though, time will tell. So. Wait, what's going on here in the chat? Okay. We can talk about this whole thing. I've been avoiding it, but whatever. It's it's gonna come out sooner or later. I don't give a shit. It doesn't involve me, so I don't really care. But I noticed that the chat here seems to be talking all about the whole non sequitur show drama. We can have that discussion if you want. I think it's gonna piss a lot of people off, to be honest with you, because and here's the thing, I hope everyone keeps this in mind, that there is still a chance negotiations could come to some sort of agreement. There's still a chance that, though, their friendship may be, irreparably, it may be harmed to the point of no repair. Okay. To some degree, but maybe not. So I don't want to say or do anything that's going to make matters worse for either side, for that matter. I have my personal opinions about it. I have my personal opinions based on what I know to be true and what I believe to be true, whatever. But I don't think either party is a bad person. I don't think either party is operating from any place other than a place of hurt. And yeah, so that's always a tough situation. So I just hope people keep in mind, though, that like that's what this is. This is two people who've been very close and very good friends for a while, who are both, for whatever their reasons, they felt hurt and they're acting from a place of hurt. And I just hope everyone keeps that in mind. Neither one of these people, I think, are bad people. So yeah, I do. I mean, I don't want to disappoint the chat here or whatever, and just, but I do think this is something that should wait to a degree, So Cheshire didn't steal any money from Steve. No, that's not what happened. Wow. See, Lola, you can think he's a garbage person. That's none of this though is about whether or not he's a garbage person. That's debatable, and naturally, and I'm cool with that. If you think he's a garbage person, I personally don't. But also, though, it doesn't matter if he is or not. That's not what this whole discussion, this whole thing with drama with them is about. It's not about whether or not he's garbage. So I hear what you're saying. Cool, but even garbage people can be right, and even garbage people can be wrong. It's just saying. All right, I am going to hold off on that discussion though, because I do have personal thoughts on the matter, but my personal thoughts really don't matter. I'll be honest. But like I said, they are both coming from a place of hurt, and this is very difficult for the both of them. And I don't want to make any matters worse for either of them. And I do still hold out hope that there will be a reconciliation. So that's all I'm saying. Anyways, okay, back to this shit. So, all right, I'll go ahead and share these things though. Let me see. I'm not gonna share the links to the articles though, because I don't want to go through all of that or whatever. And like I said, there are images on there, and really, we all pretty much know the story. But I already put the link in the live chat. Here, I'll put it in the description now, so if people want to just shoot on over there or click on it or whatever, they can. It's just gonna take me a second to get there and add it. I'm coming. Okay. The link has now been added. So if you just refresh your page that's playing this video, and it will reload, obviously, then if you hit the description, you'll see the link right there. So, and I'm telling you this because and I know it's kind of like, click this link to get to this link, you know what I mean? I get it. But this is just really the quickest and easy way. If you want to see any of the links shown in the video I just showed you, just click on the link in the description, and it will go to description there, and you'll have them all there listed in chronological order in which they appear in the video and or discussed in the video, and they're all individually labeled. So it's really easy. Okay. So yeah, but going down though on this, so I'm not going to share those articles, but I will pull up the someone showed some interest in the lawsuit, so I'll pull up those links. All right. So there's this one. This is the PDF file link. You can download it too, it even says. This is from August. It was updated August 7, 2020. I'm not sure when it was. Oh, we should have a date here, right? I think. Okay, one. Oh, duh, I'm an idiot. Okay. There's no date, I don't think. I don't know. There's got to be a date on it somewhere. I'm sure it's listed. I also don't have my glasses on. But and it's 244 pages long. But it's interesting though. So the little bit of it I read, and like I said, here we go. Wait a minute. Petitioner seeks discovery from respondent to and in the assistance of litigation currently pending in the court of the whatever, I don't know, in the Indian court it's called. I don't know. 11 Internet Services LLP. Oh, August 7th, 2020. Okay, that's when it was filed. The Indian action arises out of the publication of a series of defamatory news, quote unquote, news articles concerning petitioner on a MEA worldwide website located at the URL MEAWW.com. The articles contain flagrantly false representations concerning petitioner, including but not limited to accusing petitioner of sexual misconduct, such as involvement in I don't know, you get it, and affiliating with sexual predator Epstein. Petitioner asserts causes of action for defamation per se against the authors of those articles, as well as respondents' Indian-based parent company, 11 Internet Services LLP. Okay, so that's those are the offices that are in India, the 11 Internet Services LLP offices, which, upon information believed, directed the publication of the false and defamatory articles on behalf of hidden third-party clients. That's the part that caught my attention. So what this lawsuit is alleging, what the defendant, or not defendant, the petitioner, Snyder, the coach there, is alleging, is that the MIA or whatever, or the parent company, 11 Internet Services LLP, the company was directed to make public these false and defamatory articles on behalf of a third-party client, meaning someone was paying this publication or this company to release these publications to pretty much just tarnish this man's reputation. Whether or not they're true, I mean, I don't know, but they're alleging, of course, that it's not true, but mostly that they were paid to do this. So, I mean, in a sense, though, here's a media company, but they're acting is like, in my opinion, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, but it's like a bad faith kind of thing, wouldn't it? Like an agent or something. I don't know. If that's not illegal, man, it kind of seems like it should be. Because like they're not just pushing an agenda, they're looking to harm someone. You know, whether it's true or not, I think that matters. I don't think it's true, though, because the guy won the lawsuit. So I'm guessing it's not true. Anyways, there's the next link. Yeah, but I'm not reading all 244 pages of that. Sorry. I didn't read it for myself. I'm not going to read it on stream. Okay, so this one's from the Washington Post. Washington owner Daniel Snyder sues media company over baseless stories. Go away. No, wait, where one? Sorry. Okay. Daniel Snyder, the owner of Washington's NFL franchise, filed a lawsuit Friday against an online media company for publishing stories the suit says falsely suggested he had engaged in, the stuff I already mentioned. The lawsuit filed in court in New Delhi, along with supporting paperwork filed in federal court in California, accuses the news site Media Entertainment Arts of Worldwide of publishing defamatory stories based solely on rumors spread on social media. I guess these rumors originated on Reddit. So the lawsuit also suggests the site, owned by an Indian company, had been paid by unidentified sources to publish these stories. In response to false and slanderous stories attributed to a I cannot read tonight. Paid for hire publication. See, attributed to a paid for hire publication. So, I mean, that kind of tells me that this company, that's the reason for existence, is to be paid. They're paid and hired to publicize shit. I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. Mr. Snyder has filed a defamation action in India and an action in Los Angeles seeking to compel discovery in the United States to uncover the persons involved in the placement of these stories. So come to think about it, I'm not positive if he won the site. I won the lawsuit. I want to say I read that he did, but I can't be sure. I don't know. I'm curious to know though if he had though. I can't imagine it would be over that quick, but maybe. See, this is. It starts. I mean, at least in my knowledge and understanding of what I'm seeing here, it starts off with allegations of him being involved with, the guy who's dead now. Jeffrey. Okay, we'll just call him Jeffrey. So he was alleged to have had a connection to Jeffrey. But then it goes in here, and I'm looking at these articles listed here, and it talks about, actions for its support of an investigation. And now they're talking about sexual misconduct claims for involving Snyder's conduct or whatever with the team, maybe, or is a representative of the team. So that doesn't suggest to me it's something to do with Jeffrey. That suggests to me that the way he treated people while working at his job or something. And then down here, 15 women accused former Redskins employees of SA and verbal abuse. So now it's the whole organization there. It sounds like. Lewd cheerleader videos, sexist rules, ex-employees decry Washington's NFL team workplace. And again, now it's the whole workplace, it's the whole organization there. The NFL's investigation was just like Daniel Snyder's workplace culture, Ryan. So again, it's the organization there. So, I mean, what was the whole, I don't know. It just seems like a big jump from being one person, the coach being involved with Jeffrey, to now just that they treat their female employees like shit, which I'm sure the latter is true. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know, maybe he was a shit guy. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't even like the Washington Redskins, so whatever. I'm curious to know though how this lawsuit's faring. If anyone happens to know, hook me up. So yeah, there's that. All the other links are pretty much to all the MEAWW articles or whatever. And a lot of them do reference Katie Joy. That's another thing. I question, I don't know. It just seems too coincidental. I think a lot of these smaller media, like the blogging, the websites, whatever, even like the genuine media companies, but the smaller ones, I feel like there's like a network and they all kind of work with each other. I mean, we've all seen the John Oliver, Last Week Tonight clips where he shows like various local news broadcasts from across the country, and they're all verbatim saying the same exact line. And it's because they're all, together, they're all owned by the same massive company. So this massive company kind of just sets the outline for the news for the day, sends it off to all of these local stations, and then the stations read it off. So that's why you see so many of these clips where they're all saying the same exact thing. So I wonder, these smaller media companies, there's very probably like some sort of network where they all, hook up with each other, talk, whatever, that would explain again the whole PR thing, theory of mine. So that's my whole thing. I wonder two things here, really. If the whole thing is just kind of like elaborated or like exaggerated for the purpose of creating media spin, I don't know, but I wonder that. I also wonder if part of me almost kind of wonders too if it's a setup, but I don't think that it would be a setup because you're tarnishing too many people's reputation just to get back at one person. I don't see that being the case, but I do kind of wonder though if these new accounts that have come out allegedly as representative accounts of Miranda and the team there, I almost kind of wonder if that's being kind of fueled as like a setup, maybe. I don't know. Something just seems kind of fishy going on. And I have a hard time believing cult. I really do. I don't believe Katie's narrative or the shit she was spewing. I understand how some things do look kind of suspicious there. Maybe, they're just a little weird. Maybe I I don't know, maybe they don't really want to be in the public eye that much. Maybe they just want to dance and not be famous. I don't know. There's way too many things, but there's a reason why people like me shouldn't go around making videos, making such crazy and outrageous claims and presenting them as fact, because we don't fucking know. And we're a little crazy that we do think some crazy shit sometimes, And Katie, maybe even more so than most. So yeah, that's my whole theory. All right, I'm done. I'm done. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm dropping the link. And I'm going to just say this now to start. And I will mean no disrespect. And I'm sorry if this pisses people off. And I'm sorry if I end up doing something that pisses you off. I do not want to talk about the Stephen Chesh thing tonight. You guys can talk about whatever you want in chat. You guys do you, okay? But while up here on the stream and on panel, I gotta do me. So don't want to talk about that. That's all. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could dance like Miranda too. I hear you. Yeah, you're right. Do good letters. Just as always, I've seen people do far less to tarnish people's reputations, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. And then again, too, like even if I feel like years ago, a reputation would have been much harder to come, or a bad reputation would have been much harder to come back from. Whereas now, like I said, the attention span, it's almost non-existent, it seems at this point. So like whatever feeling you have towards someone today, like I feel like when I was younger, if I had that feeling, then 10 years later, I could remember that feeling, and I could still kind of relate to it, touch back with it, and remember why it was there. Whereas now, like if I have a feeling last week, I'm trying to recall, like it seems like so long ago. It seems like so ridiculous and like, I don't know, unimportant now. I don't know. Maybe it's an age thing though too. Maybe just because young, everything else seems so dire, and now at my age it doesn't so much. I don't know. That could be it though. Why do my chats not moving? You do you, boo. Word, Lola Flow. Oh yeah, no, I have. Actually, I better plug those in case someone does take the link. Well, cool. At least I'm glad to see that maybe I'm not so crazy, or if I am that crazy, that all you guys are crazy with me. I don't feel so alone. All right, there we go. Oh, I basically just theories or thoughts on this or whatever. I started the stream at what, like 9:30, I think, or no, it's a little late, so a little over an hour ago. So like I plan on going till like 11:30 or so, but it's just I worked today and like I finally have like a couple days off. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep, and I got a new bed today. I can't wait to go to sleep with it. So I am a good crazy, I think. I think I'm like just the right amount of crazy. All right, maybe. Yeah, no, I think I am. Of course, this saying, though, like crazy people don't think they're crazy. If you find yourself questioning your sanity, then you're not insane, So if I don't think I'm crazy, I think I'm just the right amount of crazy, then I don't know what that would make me. No, it's not an adjustable bed. I would totally get one though. I would. There was a President's Day sale on the bed. and it's high and it's big, and it's like part memory foam, but like not entirely, because like I don't like the straight memory foam. Like I like it when it's just like a little bit of the memory foam, but then like a regular mattress, it's cool. I haven't slept in it yet though, so hopefully it's comfortable. What's my sleep number? Those things suck. I'm sorry. Stayed in a hotel room once with the sleep number, and it's kind of cool though that you can adjust the numbers, differently for each side. That part's kind of cool. But I couldn't find a number setting that worked that I liked at all. Like I didn't like the bed. Well, that sounds cool, Sassy. Wait, you got the mattress to test? How did you get a mattress to test through Good Housekeeping? Is this one of those things where you like pay for it? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, I didn't have the headphones in. Oh, there you are. Sorry. Sorry about that. Hi.
Hi. That's funny. That was very funny. But this media thing, we talk about this a lot on the channel with the media going a little too far with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
About a lot of issues, especially with like some of the legal cases that I cover, and they just go too far with bias, or the Johnny Depp case for one, where a whole man's career got flushed down the toilet. But this part is a little weird when they're actually conspiring against it. It's like almost it's a project intentional. It's like a business, It's just like
it is though. It is though. Yeah, and I think I think that's even more so like the facts, or the way it is when the business is the person, when the person's the brand and the influencer or whatever. And in Katie's case, she's the brand, she's the influencer, or these dancers, they're the brands, So, I don't. It seems like people just. I mean, I get that waiting for something to happen organically or whatever is just maybe unacceptable, because either it won't happen or it just happens too slow. I get that, but this can't be the answer either.
No, it can't. And there's a catch-22, because when you're putting stuff out there, whatever it is, especially, it could be good or bad. Like a lot of times it's bad what they want to put out there because that works faster, right? The bad stuff works faster as far as, drama and all this other stuff. But then, I worry, like I'm starting to worry a little bit about Katie. I don't want to mention the D word, like not the other D word, but the big D word, defamation. That girl, that girl collects the big D as in defamation, people. She attracts these, she's attracting it like crazy. It's almost like that's the only thing she's like knows how to do. Like, she's stuck in a cycle. Like, I'm just waiting for the next case. Like, seriously, she just stuck on the D, but not the good D, the bad D, the defamation D. It's not good. It's not good, Erin.
I think she might be kind of stuck in it, but I think that's part of her like oppositional defiance disorder. Like the lawsuit and everything, someone dared to say what she could or couldn't do. So now she's being like on a public national scale being defiant.
Yeah. Very strange. Yeah, very strange. But yeah, I get it. But it's just funny to me because I've been watching her for so long that I'm getting really, really amused lately. She's cracking me up. Instead of making me mad, I'm just laughing because I'm like, really? This is where we're at? Like, this is where we're going to go with this? Okay. That's new. Maybe. But no. Well, you really think they're doing it on purpose, and I'm with you. Yeah.
I mean, I do. I definitely think that she's been involved, like in a professional manner with websites or organization, whatever, that do shit like this for like. I think the reason why she started talking about the Michael Long thing is because maybe she heard of like other people and who got hired to push narrative. So she wanted to get hired. So she, started to talk about it. And then whatever side reached out to her first or something, she went with, and that would happen to be Kelly's side. I don't know.
No, but that's the thing, people fail to realize about her. that we've been watching for a long time. The one thing the girl can do is network. And if there's a
Yeah,
dollar in
she
it,
can.
she's going to find it. That girl is very, very good. I got to give her credit for that.
Mhm.
Like, come for me if you want, people. But when it comes to Katie Joy and a market and a brand, she knows what she's doing. She could
Yep.
turn anything into a bunch of subs and some money. She can. And she does repeatedly, regardless of what happens. So when it comes to that, how could we not think her fingers are not in every pie around here? That's why she was so pissed about the Sun, because she got slapped back for something
Mhm.
everybody else does, just because they didn't like the way she did it. And that pissed her off, because she's right. Everybody does take the Sun stuff, right? Why are
Yeah.
they telling her she can't? It was because they didn't like the way she did it. They went, no,
Oh, yeah,
not you.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not you. And she's like, what do you mean? This is the way it's done. Everybody does this. And she's right. They did. But, you know, that's why she was so pissed that she went on a tear, because she's like, hey, wait a minute. Like, you know, that's not fair. You're messing with what I'm doing here. Like, I need to do this, this, and this to get to here, you know. And that's usually
Yeah,
when
and
she has the strongest reaction.
If she's nothing else, she's driven. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's driven like to a point that it's her undoing at times, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something she wants to do or get done or seen done, there's a good chance she's gonna make that shit happen. You know, I mean, so I don't doubt that she would be successful or even make some sort of a decent living or whatever in such a kind of work, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that work like this exists. To what degree, to what scale? I mean, I don't know what the legalities of it all are, but I mean, I know it's not illegal, you know.
No, it's not.
But,
you know, a lot of what she does isn't illegal, even though we all take exception to some of it, right? But
right.
she really, when it comes down to it, it's not criminal. Is it audacious? Is it like audacious or what? Like, is it like frustrating and audacious? And you like get so pissed off because sometimes we think the integrity lines, the bullshit lines are crossed too much. I mean, the outright hypocrisy and almost bold-faced lying on occasion, I'd go so far as to say, you know, okay, here comes my defamation suit, but but yeah, I think she's been caught in lie after lie, but she's like, she don't give a damn, because to her, this is the business, this is how it's done, and she's just after that end goal. Like, that's what she's very pragmatic. It's step 1, 2, 3, 4, and if she has a snag or a lie or a hiccup along, she's still going right through it. She'll get pissed.
It might trip her up for like literally, like, or not literally, but it might trip her up for like 5 seconds, you know, like maybe
5 seconds and 7 Instagram lives. That's my thing.
Exactly.
5 seconds and 7 rants on Instagram, and she's done. And then she's right back on the plan. Boom, 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 moving forward. It takes a really good, you know, it takes a special kind of person that really just sticks on the program that way, like just sticks at it.
Hey, Nikki. I don't have you mute, do I? Okay.
Does that work?
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
There you are.
Okay. So I was like fixing my audio when you were talking, but you're talking about Katie and how like she takes any opportunity. And I feel like it's also a part of like her wanting to get her stories out there, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Like especially with anything like essay related, she wants to get her story out there, and she wants to make that front and center, like every single time. Like it's all about the Katie show. So
yeah, no, definitely, yeah, because
definitely that sells too. Personal touch to the story,
Well, yeah, personal touch, definitely. You know, I mean, a relation or whatever. But like when Katie does it, like I noticed her do it, like, and I didn't even see. It wasn't even her face doing it. It was her post doing it. But I could read it off of her post. You know, when she was talking about the war, the war with the shit with Russia and the Ukraine. Right off the bat, she starts talking about how, like, almost like making it sound like she's fucking Russian now. You know, because her ancestors, they went from Poland to Russia or whatever to be farmers, or some shit like that, or Germany to Russia. I don't know, but then they had to leave, like when Stalin came around or some shit like that. And it's like, are you? Oh, so now you're not just Russian. Now you're a victim of Russia too. You know,
right?
It's like, dude, you know, you
with
should be
that
in
though,
Ukraine
like,
right now.
I feel like we're a lot of Midwesterners, and I'm very close to where she lives, so I just feel like a lot of us, we have a lot of that German Russian in us or that Norwegian. So we're kind of like a melting pot. And so we
Right.
all have some connection. And
Right.
so sure, she can draw off of that, but that doesn't mean you're a victim of any of this. And like with my personal family, like that family is long gone. They're not currently there. I don't have any connection there anymore. Do I feel for it? 100,000%.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
just being
But
human, you can, yeah.
right. So, but I mean, it just even goes back to like anything like in our state currently or anything that she can draw like some connection to. She has to tie it back to
Mhm.
herself.
Yep. But now, even now, this whole cult stuff or whatever. I saw a clip of a recent Instagram live she did. She starts talking about her ex-boyfriend there, Dean. You know, and
Mhm.
how it devastated her to watch him go through the things he went
Mhm.
through. You know, and I don't doubt that it was devastated for people who love Dean to watch him go through that. Don't get me wrong, but she didn't tell the story like about Dean. She told the story like about her devastation. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, even just recently with the dancer, like all of a sudden the cousin is this fantastic dancer. We never heard of this person, this famous person
Yeah.
before. That's so amazing. Like Renell is mentioning it in the chat. And I agree. You've been around a while. I've never heard that come up before until it was pertinent to the story. And then it's just like
Right.
they magically appear. You know, all these
Yep.
people magically appear, you know?
Just like when we've had like all the stuff that's happened in the Twin Cities or our state, she always has some best friend or some cousin or some person that went to high school with Toad and
Oh, yep.
all this stuff. And I'm like, really? Okay, so if that was the case, in my opinion, you would be down here. You would be helping with the fundraisers and this stuff that's like helping when people with supplies that are affected by the riots and all this
Nikki,
stuff, but
she
you're
did.
not.
They went to the dollar store and bought toothpaste and feminine napkins.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
No. In my opinion, they didn't. Because I worked at one of those and I didn't see Toad, I didn't see Katie, and you bet your ass I would have taken a picture of that and plastered it all over the place.
I bet you she would too. She would have memed the hell out of it all over.
Oh, 100%. There would have been a GIF. There would have been all sorts of shit.
And then Uni would have
YouTube shorts. YouTube shorts every hour.
I'd be like, I live 20 minutes from the bitch and she's finally here. Here's the stuff.
Too funny. Too
Sorry.
funny. It's funny how much it annoys us when she connects that way. So many people do it though. Connect that way to a story.
There's a right. I don't know. I feel like there's a right way and a wrong way to go about it, but you can't really describe either one. But you'll know it when you see it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
I think it's the ridiculous factor. It gets to the point where it's just like you got to do it right. Like it's first of all, there should be some part of truth in it. I think that's might be like I can't speculate. I don't know her family. I don't know everybody she knows. Well, when she puts it out like that, it almost seems to the ridiculous that she is actually making it up. So it makes it like really pushes the envelope to it that you can't really believe it. There doesn't seem to be a kernel of truth. Even if she is trying to exaggerate the relationship, there doesn't seem to be any small part of it that's true, at least for me. Like I'm starting to, lean the other way on it, that it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like you watch and you go, of course you know a dance. Of course you do. Of course, that's your cousin, right? What's his name that you haven't seen in like your whole damn life? Like, who was that? Who was that? Like,
Well, and it's funny because like she always talks about like her family that lives in Minneapolis. But then in the next like video, she's like, oh, but they did this and they did this. Or she like insinuates how they did stuff to hurt her. Okay, so if you want to claim that you're a part of this because of them, but then you are throwing them under the bus in your next video, like, let's just be upfront about it. Like, you really don't have those connections and you're really not in Minneapolis and you really don't know what the hell is happening.
Well, when, what was it? the riots there, and was it St.
Yeah.
Paul, was there, Minneapolis?
Minneapolis. Yeah.
Okay, Minneapolis. She she was tweeting and on Instagram and shit like that. But one of the tweets, it was a tweet or whatever, she said she posted something, and something kind of, someone came back at her and it kind of like threw something in her face and proved a point, kind of like shut her up. But her response to that was, "They're burning my city down," or some shit like that. It's like, what? I'm like, it's not your city, and it's a shitty response to begin with. But how is this about you now? How is this about you?
Are you talking about the Brooklyn Center ones? Because that was me, and I got blocked for it.
Maybe I have the screenshot.
Because I went on her shit because somebody told me, they're like, because they knew that I was at the riots, and they said she's live about it. And I said, really? So while I was there, I went into her IG live and I said, if you're so concerned, why aren't you here? You literally live 20 minutes from where this is. It doesn't take that much. If you're so concerned, drop off a pallet of water. Drop off, like
Right.
little things. Like it literally costs $3.50 to drop off a pallet of water at the church for the rioters. But no, she couldn't do that. She couldn't be bothered. And I got blocked for it.
No, of course, she didn't even address it, right? She just blocked it.
No, she said I was a hater. And she's like, oh, all these people that just think they know me. Bitch, I'm here.
Yeah,
I was at the riot. So, like.
when I was looking through for the video that I played here tonight, and I left my iPad, on the continuation play or whatever, I was doing my makeup and shit. And I went to another video of hers where she was talking about, it was like right after the shit with the whole like M&M gate or whatever. It was right after that. And so she's talking about how she responded that way or whatever. She knows that she doesn't respond that well. And she knows that that wasn't a very good way to respond. It's just, she can't help it though, because she can't tell if it's coming from a genuine place or like a place of trolling. Right. And it's like, what does that even matter? Like, why? What does it matter where it's coming from? If it could be either or, then I think it's a legitimate thing to respond to. It's not some crazy, concern or whatever. If you could mistake it for something legitimate, it's rational, I'll say.
Right.
So just fucking respond. Like, it's her, they're trolling though. Everything's a troll because she won't, it's not worthy of response unless she can tell the intent of the person asking. Well, you know what?
It's even more than just the intent. It's controlling the message. Right. This is what really annoys me, the calculation. You're not allowed to say anything unless she knows that she has the patented answer to give you back, because she's on message all the time. And don't you dare get anybody else to think anything else except for exactly what she's trying to lay out there. It's the narrative. She sticks to those parameters. It's like, it's almost comical to watch. It's like you cannot say a word. Even people who love her can't say a word, can't say a single word about it.
And like that's the thing, like it could be coming from a place of ill intent or whatever, fine. But the thing is though, is that if that person right there isn't feeling or thinking this, chances are somebody watching you is. So respond for that person. Never mind the troll asking. Worry about the people who really think this, because they exist. I assure you they exist.
Right.
That's what's so frustrating about her popularity and her numbers, because she actually proves every day that she does not want to give you genuine interaction back and forth. She does not give a crap about how you feel about anything at all. It's always going to be exactly her message, what she wants to put out, period, because she's actually followed the trend. She's going to go with the popularity, not anybody who's there actually trying to interact with her. Although she claims, I'm here for everybody. I do my life. Like, I want to hear what you have to say. It's not like that. She literally closes them all off, completely, because she stays on message. She's hitting that trend. She cares more about what's trending on Twitter or the internet than the person right in front of her trying to have the conversation, period. If you ain't saying anything about that, she don't want to hear it.
I don't feel like she stays on trend with Twitter because, in my opinion, she doesn't have enough interaction on Twitter.
No, I mean, like, you know how you can search what other people are talking about? Like,
Right,
she doesn't
yeah.
actually engage with anybody, but like the searches, you know,
Right,
is
I
what I
know.
mean. Yeah.
What I will say is that it costs exactly $0.00 to be kind. And I have a very perfect example of this. When I started my channel, my first stream did not go very well. It was 3 minutes of a black screen. And I had a person in my comments that made a comment, and I was kind of like, are you trolling? Or are you not trolling? So I played coy because I'm like, I want to see where this person is. And it
Right.
turned out to be one of the funniest comment threads that I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life. And they were like the most hilarious person. And I've had 200 views on a 3-minute black stream
Right.
because of that person. And like,
right. And it's a good thing, right? It's a good
right,
thing.
like it costs you no money to be a decent human being, and you get views off of it. And it just, and that at the end of the day, it gave me more of a laugh than anything. So like, if she just sucked it up for 1 second and be like, they're not all trolls. I mean, a lot of us are, because we don't like her, but
But even
she's
if they
given us
are,
that reason. So
yeah, even if they are, though, each one is an opportunity for her to display herself in a way. Like, I mean, it's an opportunity to show something good
right,
from something.
to show
It's,
some
everything
grace.
is.
To show some grace.
Yes. Everything's an
Like,
opportunity, and she just shits on everyone, it seems.
exactly. And
It
from
is.
what I've seen, she's only showed her shit more lately than anything else.
Yeah. Well, you watch, like, now that all the hater stuff has died down a little bit, it's all calmed down. It goes in cycles. She'll bring it back up because that hater stuff that she puts out there about everybody just targeting her, she doesn't have to try as hard to get the views for that. She don't have to try as hard to put out any content when she just says, oh, the reason that everything is bad and I'm off my game is because of this, like they're doing this, they took all my, they go get my interviewers and they just attack my message and, you know, all of that. Like that'll be good. That's periodic, like what, every couple of weeks. You know, I figure we're coming in for another one. We'll all get targeted again for it. But she uses it so well. Like that. I mean, she definitely is opportunistic in that way, and she's really good at it. It's just a frustrating part. Like, we can all learn PR, you know, how to do PR and not get liked. You know, if you don't want to get liked, but you want to be successful, do it the Katie Joy way. Yeah.
Just to give an idea of these numbers of, like I was talking about, from that extension crowd angle, it's crowd angle, that's crowd tangle, I think, I don't know, whatever. So I pull up the September 3rd, the first article in which they show a switch in their coverage. I pulled up that article and I hit crowd tangle or crowd angle here or whatever. And I think in the video I said that it was shared like 64 times or something, or 67. Now it's been shared 68 times from one page, and it's been shared 2 times from the other page. And the two MEAWW pages combined together, they have a combined total followers of like 2.5 million. 2.5 million followers for these pages. And it's had a total of 70 interactions from the direct posts here. 70.
And there's something seriously wrong with that picture. That could say so much. It says completely closed. First of all, out of the 2 million people, what do you think? Half of them are blocked, Erin? What do you think?
They follow the crowd tangle. This is about her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, 2.5 million people are clicked the like button or the follow button for this Facebook page. 2.5 million. And they put a post up about a little girl being abused or whatever, and it gets a total of 70 interactions. That's it. That's
no.
That's not good. Yeah, there's something weird there.
There's
too.
something off there.
Yeah.
That's like. I wonder if you can do that like you do with YouTube. If you're on Facebook, do you do the same thing with likes and followers? The same thing. Like they can just buy packages, like on YouTube, like people do that, you know.
Or
even in the studio where it shows you like your analytics, where like your outside interactions come from, like Twitter and or anything else like that.
Oh, I don't know. It's been a long time since I looked at the Facebook page analytics. But last I knew, like they did kind of break shit down for you. Like they did it more or less for like advertising purposes. So you knew like the best, your best crowd or what your best audience, the best time, the best location, shit like that. So, but I don't know. Other than that, I don't know. It's been a long time since I bothered to look. Because I mean, you don't get paid off of it, you know. I mean, you get
Right,
paid
you
off
don't. It's
for
not the same.
advertising, you know. Yeah, whatever your business is, if your business makes money, then you can help yourself make money by, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not one of those things like Facebook. I don't know about me, but I don't go back and unlike anything. Like I might have saw something and I like it. I like a group or whatever, and I may not have been there for 5 years, and I never went back and unfollowed them or unliked them or anything like that.
Same here. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Aaron, Aaron Lee in chat said Kim versus Jim Jones. Sorry, that makes me laugh. Like Jim Jones, like Kool-Aid Man, in my opinion.
Mm.
The cult leader.
Yeah,
the cult leader. Yeah,
in Brazil
with the Kool-Aid.
Yep.
That cracks me up because.
Well, did you know Katie was born the week that that shit went down? Remember?
Right, and she probably has like a brother from another mother that would.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stop before I get myself in trouble.
I know. I'm just like Nikki. I get it though. I get it. I get where you're going.
That, but
I know.
I
know where you're going. It is funny though. I agree with you.
One of my first translator videos, I was in the video I did it off of. She was talking about how her baby book or whatever, how she was born the week that Jonestown went down or whatever. And my joke was, and no, I'm not Jim Jones and reincarnated.
That's
because deep down we all know that she's like a sister wife, child, and one of 19 kids, and you know.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
all these things.
Yeah,
when she was covering Sister Wives, I thought she wanted to marry Cody for a while there. Like I thought she wanted to be number 5.
I mean, probably.
Whatever number it is. She just like, just to have all of that shared responsibility, whatever. She was acting all goofy on. I wondered how she feels now, because he really, from what they're saying.
Could you imagine if she was one of the wives? Oh Lord.
You know what? That would be entertaining. I would just to see. Yeah, just to see her interaction with the wives and the kids. It would be like she would be the show like every damn day. It would be funny. I would actually watch it instead of just the commentary. Yeah.
Someone said she wants Josh Duggar. And I somewhat agree with that. Sorry.
I would. She's Duggar obsessed. We know that. I don't know.
100%.
Yeah. Definitely.
John, EKC's cult would have pineapple flavored Kool-Aid.
We would. We would. And we would like
pizza
it.
Pizza on the side.
We would like it. And pizza on the side. And we would try to entice you all to have it with us because it's pineapple. Like we would.
And the pineapple would be on the pizza, JC.
It would. And it would be warm. It would be warm pineapple, right, Nikki? Like, if you're going to gross her out, really gross her out, like Nikki, like, because she's going to get sick, so you might as well.
She's gonna kill me in DMs. I know. Like, God damn you, Nikki.
Yep. She did it, JC. She started it. That's it. That's okay. I have to actually have a coffee debate on Wednesday. Can you believe I have to actually debate whether coffee is good or bad? That's ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, I don't even want to do it.
Who the hell are you debating that believes coffee is not?
Yeah, that's it. It's Jay from True Cereal, and
that's all you need to say. Jay can just take his coffee hating ass somewhere.
I know, right, Nikki? You gave him the number 42, coffee hating asshole.
That's right, I gave him that number.
Right. I know, and he definitely earns it. He totally is against coffee, and now I have to like go on a stream on another channel with his mate that he shares the channel with, and I have to like debate the why coffee is really, really good for you. And I have just the opening argument is because Jay, you are still alive. You are not murdered because of coffee. That's it right there.
Coffee helps your gut.
It's funny you say that because they make pineapple soda.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what else they make? pineapple kombucha, like, because it's really good with
Yeah, I
vodka.
almost bought that. Yeah, see, I
Yeah.
needed pineapple juice, but the
Mm-hmm.
convenience store, the only store open at that time, didn't have pineapple juice. But they had this, and they had the
They found
vodka
it.
thing.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Good for
well,
you.
I'll give it a try.
Look,
But
see?
it just didn't work. It didn't work though. It didn't work. So
There you
now
go,
I'm
Katie.
stuck with
There's your
soda.
next. There's your next stint. We are a cult. We're all drinking the pineapple Fanta. Yes, it is. Aaron
The
got
pineapple
us. You know,
juice. We're
that's
drinking the pineapple Kool-Aid.
we are. It's all about the pineapple. So there you go. You know.
JC's not taking my pineapple pizza debacle. She's going to sleep. Wimp.
JC,
Oh.
you want some pineapple soda?
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Just come surprise no one. She's going to sleep. Take care of the pickle."
She's
They have
like,
pickle. They do have pickle soda though. I did learn that.
Ew, really?
What?
Has anybody
Yeah.
tried it? Is it
No.
like pickle juice with bubbles or what? Like,
Surprisingly, this pickle has not tried it, but it is on my list. Someone
Ooh.
also sent me a local thing. There's a new place that opened that has a big ass pretzel. Big butt pretzel.
big butt pretzel?
A really big pretzel that has pineapple. I have pineapple in my brain now. A pickle flavoring. And I'm really
pickle
excited
soda,
about it.
It does sound so bad. Like I can't stand picklebacks. Okay, apparently everyone in the world loves
You need to
picklebacks.
try it with the right alcohol.
Yeah, it just
See,
yeah.
It's not. It's the pickle juice that ruins it, though. It's not the alcohol.
Did you try it with
No,
Did you try it with tequila? You know, because
tequila's not right. Tito's.
No?
Tito's.
Tito.
Oh my God.
I do like me some Tito's.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I was at work. I was pouring them like a week ago or so. I was at work. I was like, "Did you know that in other parts of the country, in other states, they do picklebacks with different liquors?" And they're like, "What?" So I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, my friend came up from South Carolina, and they use tequila there. I go, and then a friend of mine online said that they use vodka, and they're like,
Yes.
"Vodka? Oh my god!"
Vodka.
The thought of vodka was like a fate worse than death or something. It's like, oh my god. I was like, yeah, I know.
Nope. The vodka.
I think you would have to
is.
like the pickle juice if you do vodka because
Yeah.
it's not strong enough to overpower it. Where
Okay.
tequila is definitely strong enough to overpower the pickle.
I have to admit that I don't like tequila picklebacks. They're a little. I don't like the tequila. That's the problem. I could drink the pickle juice all day long.
Then it's not going to matter what you mix it with. It's going to be good. Like whatever you mix. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Someone sent me a TikTok about pickle vodka. Like they made it themselves. And I said, I got one better for you. Sugarland makes pickles and moonshine. And I just put a straw on that and it was great.
That I would try that.
Oh.
Do it.
Just put the straw right in the jar.
Put the straw right in the
jar.
That's what that is fat. So basically get your jar of Vlaxin and drain the pickle juice out and fill it with vodka and put it back in the fridge. And then talk to me next week. Yeah. Don't drink it all in one sitting and don't stream.
Well, it's a little bit dangerous because like you don't taste the alcohol.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be all pickle.
Yeah.
It's going to be pickle, right? It's going to but yeah, that would definitely not be a stream, Erin.
Speaking from personal experience, you might just be a little intoxicated and not realize it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back because I did mention a drink earlier, and someone apparently someone thought that I was going to make a drink or whatever. But I'm gonna make it here. But everything's already on. I just gotta grab it and bring it in here. So I'll be back.
Oh, you're gonna make it for both Nikki and I. You're gonna share. That's cool, Nikki, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna share.
Oh, YouTube Love Marie. Fulian, they have jalapeno dill pickle. Ooh, jalapeno dill pickles with a shot of tequila, and take a bite of jalapeno pickle.
I'll be back.
Oh,
bye.
I'm gonna have to like screenshot this comment because it kind of sounds really good. Garlic dill pickles. YouTube Love Marie. Clausen makes garlic dill pickles that I love. I buy them all the time. I'm a huge pickle person. Anything pickle related. Hence Pickle May. That's where that came from.
But Of course, with the pickle, but I didn't know they had chili pickles that you're talking about. Is that actually a pickle?
Yeah, they oh, I think is it Famous Dave's? They have like, is it ghost pepper?
Oh, that's one of the hottest peppers, isn't it?
Yeah, my husband's bought them for me before, and I'm like, oh, like I love them, but they don't love me. So
no, well, you know what? Straight hot peppers is always hot. Like you have to balance it. Like I'm more into like balancing all the flavors. Like give me some hot with some savory or something creamy. Like mix it up. Even some sweet, hot and sweet is good together too.
yeah. One of my favorite things that, like with the pickles that I was just telling Aaron about and that come in the moonshine, I will, so I usually take 2 of them out and then I will take a little bit of that pickle moonshine and I'll put it in my Bloody Mary. And then I'll use my Bloody Mary mix and then I will add my vodka, and that pickle moonshine just adds that little bit of kick.
Yeah.
So it's great.
No, that's good. I don't know. I like you. I know there's just too many pineapple haters in the chat. Pineapple lovers. It's always divisive, isn't it? It's like coffee, the coffee debate, the pineapple debate, and the other one was Pepsi and Coke the other day. Somebody still at me about that. I don't know about that.
Okay, so there was actually a debacle caused in my chat because I'm from the Midwest, so we call it pop. Some people call it Coke. Some people call it sody or soda. I call it pop. I don't know. But Pepsi and Coke, I have heard of that debate, I guess. I don't really care for either necessarily one unless they're like mixed with something else. But I drink Mellow Yellow, 0.
Oh, okay.
But I don't feel like that's everywhere.
I don't, we have it here. We have like, I'm trying to think of the name of it, but Mellow Yellow we definitely have. And it's like almost a neon-y color, right? Like a yellow.
Yeah, it looks like Mountain Dew, but it's the Coke version.
Yeah, we definitely have Mountain Dew also.
Right.
But like I'm not a big soda drinker. Like I kind of
I'm not either.
Yeah, so go back to the days like it was original Coke, but if I do have a soda, I want something different now. Like I want like a ginger beer, like or a like a cream soda or a sarsaparilla, so something different, fancy, like you don't normally get,
I usually only drink pop unless it's like mixed in something, or if I have to take medicine, because I have a really hard time swallowing medicine, so then that fizz like distracts my brain. So.
Yeah. That works with my grandsons all the time too. Yeah. But the one is a version of bubbles. Like if anything has bubbles in it, it's like abomination. Don't go. He'll run. No, he won't go anywhere near it. But he'll let the soda go flat and drink it. But if it has the bubbles in it, you don't want it.
Yeah. That fizz does something, I tell you.
No, it does. Yeah, it does. What you making?
What are you making, Aaron?
You setting up?
I don't know what to call it. Like I had these ingredients here at the house, and I thought that they would go good. But I bought the rum chata to go with something else, to make something else.
You know what? I love rum chata. I wish it wasn't so hard to make. Yeah, and it's too expensive.
It's the thing. It's hard to make shit with it. Yeah, but everyone, I hadn't tried it yet, but everyone at work was raving about this one drink, like key lime pie or something that was made with rum chata. So I'm like, oh, I get vanilla vodka. I'll try it. So I got it, made it, and I'm like, this tastes like shit. So I'm like, what am I gonna do with? I just bought a bottle of rum chata for this shit. It's a small bottle, but still. So, but then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have a couple of things that might go good. So I tried it, and oh my god, it's so good. So to start, take your martini glass, or my case, this glass, and I like stuff on the rim. So I make a chocolate rim, just basically like Hershey's chocolate, which I did not put enough down, it seems. So, and all you need is just regular Hershey's chocolate. Just put it on a plate and just like roll the rim around in it. Of course, for some reason, the hole I punctured for the top of my Hershey's chocolate did not puncture that wide. So it's taking me a while to push it all out. It's coming out like a little tiny stream. All right, let's try this again. So just roll it around I like to go over it like a bunch so that it's like a little bit on the inside, a little bit on the outside of the rim. You know, I like to have it covered because I like chocolate.
I
like
like when effort is made when putting rimming the glasses and doing a little in the last night on
She
Mayhem.
likes
They
when an
had this
effort is
thing.
put into rimming.
That's not what I said, Nikki, but good. That is good. I might have to use that.
After you
when,
get it
when you're making it all pretty. Yeah.
covered with chocolate syrup, I crushed graham cracker here. It was left over from the key lime pie, so I figured, oh, fuck it, it'd probably go good.
Oh, wait, there you go.
So there we go.
See, it's pretty. It's pretty. But they had this shot called the Alien Bombaster or the Alien Brain Buster or something like that. I'll have to send it to you, Aaron. It was wild looking. It had so many different things in it. And it was just in the middle of it, it looked like a cavern, like you were exploring the caves, like underground. It was weird.
John, you can't go wrong with a good rim job.
I know, John. I knew he was gonna call. I didn't want to look because I knew it was. I knew something was happening in the chat with John on that.
So this is solely vanilla. You can also use like Pinnacle whipped vodka because it's whipped cream vodka. It's basically vanilla vodka.
I can't get Pinnacle whipped here, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, it is cheaper than the regular vanilla vodka, so
it's
like,
the Pinnacle whipped is like a fifth of the price or fourth of the price, and whatever. I don't know. So I put about a half a shot in because I don't like to use a whole lot of vodka. Like this drink is all liquor. There's no mixers. It's all liquor or liqueur rather.
Well, that's right up my alley. If you're going to drink it, let's make it worth it.
Right. If you're going to pay for a drink, I'd rather be paying for the liquor.
Yeah.
So then I have here, this is raspberry flavored liqueur, Diamore, whatever. It's basically like a generic cheap version of Chambord. It tastes like it too. So
that's good.
It's a good suitable replacement. It is. It's a very suitable replacement, but it's Chambord, I'll be honest. So this I put about a whole shot in.
I'm gonna need you to put this recipe in mod chat when you're done.
Yeah, we need the recipe in mod chat. I'm more already with this.
Oh, this smells so good though. Oh my god, it smells so good.
Yeah, you see Rakin's comment. You're messing up her nails, girl. Yeah, sorry, Rakin.
She says every time you say rim.
I know Nikki did it. Like I was on the wrong show. I was being good, right? And Nikki had to do that. And then I wanted to tell John something. I had to watch my mouth too when I.
Sorry, not sorry.
I know. Sorry, not. That's too good. It's too easy. I know.
I used about 2 shots of the rum chata, so it actually used up the rum chata, quicker. And then I shake it up and then strain it and then drink it, and it's so. Like I tested out earlier just because I was bummed. I'm like, I have this bottle of rum chata. What the fuck am I gonna do with it? I found something to do with it.
I do like Dr. Pepper though, so I would be excited about this. If I get like a really nice buzz and I get the taste of Dr. Pepper without the bubbles, I'll be happy. Yeah.
Aaron, do you follow Tipsy Bartender on TikTok?
No, the only bartender really that I subscribe to that I watch is that Mike MGTV or whatever it's called.
Ooh, he's a good one too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you like 2 that he's done recently, and I'm gonna need you to recreate them because they feel all my elements of wheelhouse, and I feel like you could do a really good job with them. There was like a strawberry milkshake one, and I'm like, oh my.
That sounds good.
And then
look at her go. See?
That's
oh my god, that one tastes
very
better
nice.
than the first one I made. Oh my god.
I really want to be in New York right now.
I know, you're just too fun. I wish I could. If I started a few hours ago, Aaron, like you told me you were going to tell me if you made drinks again so I could hit the road. But
and she's licking her freaking lips. Are you kidding me?
I know.
Right now?
I'm gonna
We
lick
hate you. Can you feel the mod hate coming at you right now because you're licking your lips at that delicious looking thing?
I have wine and Crown Royale in my house. That's it.
I'm going for the kombucha, and I think it's going to be tequila because you really get me with that drink. It's not going to be vodka tonight. Like this night.
What kind of Crown do you have?
Crown Apple.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
Yeah.
It's my dad's favorite, so I keep it in hand.
Yeah, we have the little machine or whatever of all the flavored jacks. Jack what? Fire, apple, and honey.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like Jack Apple compares to Crown Apple. Sorry. I'm that
just
kind of
Jack did-
bougie.
yeah.
Like,
Jack doesn't compare to Crown. Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I don't even think Gentleman's Jack. But I don't know. But they don't have Gentleman's Jack Apple, so yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It has a special place in my heart, but yeah. The
Yeah.
there's like a chocolate strawberry mudslide one that this tipsy bartender did recently, and I'm like, ooh, I feel like Aaron could do that really good.
If they post the ingredients, I can do it.
Oh yeah, all the ingredients are there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like when we had the s'mores martini at work, I loved it. Like everyone said great things about it. Everyone talked about it. And then, but the way I heard people talking about this key lime pie one, it was like crack for like white girls or something. Like that's what I felt like. I felt like, you know, like seriously, like
Oh god! Oh no!
the way
I
they
don't
talk
like
about
key
it,
lime,
it's-
but I don't like key lime pie
white girls
regularly.
go,
So.
I don't like key lime pie, so
Yeah. So like I don't. Yeah, it's not gonna be my crack. I don't think.
it won't
that's
be
what
for
it was like,
me.
though. It was just hearing everyone talk about it, like they loved it. Like I mean, this one person, like she never even drank, but she loved to play shit face because she just couldn't stop drinking it. Like it was like the candy from Friends or whatever, you know. It was remember the candy Monica made, all the neighbors.
Oh yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning, like that's what it was like. So I'm like, I can't wait to try this fucking drink, and I tried. I'm like, this tastes like shit. What the hell?
Reagan, my milkshake brings those boys here. I'm serious. When I saw that strawberry strawberry chocolate mudslide, and it looked like a strawberry chocolate covered strawberry milkshake. And oh my, I love strawberries. I love berries and chocolate, and that has all my boxes checked. So there you go.
So that's why you opt for the rim job.
I wasn't going there.
You're the one
I know
doing
you
the
went there, I
rim
know.
job right now, not me. I'm
No,
having wine.
no.
boxes
It wasn't the rim job. It was the rimming. It was the let's get it straight. Let's get
it really straight, because the only one that's doing a rim right now is Aaron, not me.
That's right.
I'm
know.
having wine.
That's right.
She's
And we
the
were
one
just
having a rim.
yes, and I'm guilty of admiring the rimming, like extremely admiring the rimming. Yes, that's true. That's what happened. That is what happened. Let's keep it straight in YouTube. Get the rumor right. Aaron
Can
did the
somebody
rimming.
quote that?
This
I'm
is the
admiring the
best
rimming.
Yes. Nobody's there to hashtag, Nikki. That's you.
It's normally my job, but I'm not in chat right now, so
I know. Just admiring that rim. It is a very nice rim that you did there. It is. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call it the way I see it. It's perfect. Like it's perfect. It's quite nice.
I'm the best at
oh my god.
You all have dirty minds. That's it. You all have just dirty minds. And talking about the drink there, it's very pretty with the sugar.
Who wants it any other way? If you don't want a dirty mind, like
that's right.
I'm sorry.
Not me. I'm living in it. I'll tell you. It's fine with me. Usually the best jokes and one-liners are right there with that.
My husband and I were in public recently, and someone said something, and he literally looked at me before I said something dirty, and he just kind of shook his head afterwards.
Don't do it.
He knows by now, like, she's gonna say it whether I like it or not. She's gonna say it. Like,
Yep.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. He married into this shit, so sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Because more.
No, not sorry.
Not sorry. Not sorry at all.
Not sorry at all.
See, John gets it though. A good rim is a terrible thing to waste. See,
it is.
Every time you drink a cocktail, you have a rim around the top. Every cocktail has a rim. So every time you drink a cocktail with a bare rim, it's a wasted rim. You gotta get this shit a job.
a waste of a good rim. And then if you want to actually see what happens to the rim when she's done drinking this, that's where Erin gets her money in her OnlyFans page. When she
Her OnlyFans? Wait, what am I missing
She's a
out
pretty
on?
wide
Erin,
window.
you have an OnlyFans?
no. Yes, that's when she will actually tackle the rim. Of the
Oh
rim.
my.
a
Oh
big rim.
my.
You see, right now she's just drinking on street. You only get so much for free, people. I'm telling you, you only get so much of this shit.
Can I have the link to that? Because I feel like I'm missing out on it.
As if it really existed. But sure, there's makeup in there.
Yeah,
sure.
we can put
But,
it all
yeah.
out there for free. Some shit's behind a paywall. Just
Exactly. And I suggest you save your exquisite finishing of the rim for the behind the paywall, girl. I'm just saying. I admire what you did before, setting the rim up and putting the drink all together. But when you actually get down to dealing with the rim,
What does it involve
that behind
setting
the
the rim up?
I mean,
That should be a video by itself. What does involve setting the rim up?
I can actually
Rim
see how
up.
Erin is going to be retitling this stream to why not add your mods up here if you don't want to talk about ribbing.
I was literally just gonna say the same thing. Why you don't add your mods to the panel?
That's right. Wait, panels and mods equals rimming. Like, could you just see it? Panel plus mods rimming. How we got there, I don't know, but it just happens. It just happens.
What? Look at that. I just looked at the chat. We're talking about rim jobs, and my Beaver's unit shows up.
Of course she did. Of course she knows a good rim when she sees it. I'm telling you.
That is a Shay like conundrum, like all by itself. She will show up when she needs to. Man.
She's at home knitting. Her ears perk up.
She's at home knitting.
Someone's talking about rim jobs.
It's like great. We are. Well, it's not like we're just talking about it. We're not giving them a 101. There's no lessons or anything, so it's not across the line.
She got a blowjob today? What?
She did. But it's not what you think. She got blown out of a chair. Like physically blown out of a chair. I actually know the inside joke.
I was gonna say, like, how do you get a blowjob? Because I didn't know you had a peen. But
well, she was sitting in a chair. She got blown out of a chair, so it was a blowjob.
Oh
How did you
my!
get blown out of a chair?
That is another story altogether that I shall let her tell, because that was the best part of the story. Actually,
I'm picturing from like the movie. What is it? Neighbors or whatever. The car steering wheel things with they implode, whatever. What?
No, I don't think anything exploded. Well,
that's what I'm picturing. Like sitting on it, and the thing goes off.
It depends on your explanation of explosion, I guess, or how you look at the word.
Airbag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I was looking for. Airbag.
Oh, the airbag. She's answering you, Nikki. She's not going to tell you the whole story, but
I know.
answering.
She's like, yeah, and I got up too.
I know she did.
She's very proud of getting up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We hear you, Beaver, and you should be. You should be.
Oh man.
Yeah. No. Here we go. It's gonna be. So.
Oh my fucking god.
Uh-oh.
What?
Rakin just sent me 2 ingredients for rum chata, and one of them, like the first one sounds really amazing, don't get me wrong, but it also sounds like a bunch of fucking work. No, because it says
I bet it's worth it though.
Sugar and whatever. It calls for like actual like mixology shit, it looks like. But the second one sounds okay. It's called tiramisu martini. I want that.
Do anything. Do it.
Yes, you need to share that recipe. Don't be stingy.
Godiva. And half and half. And then you garnish it with whipped cream and chocolate shavings. Or you could do the rim job. Just saying.
well, we always got to do the rim job. Come on,
Exactly.
you can't lift the rim job out. It's
Raking.
you cannot. Yes. Raking, please send me anything that has to do with Godiva, chocolate, and rum chata. Like, throw it to me, girl. Like that.
Me too, please.
The first one is a salted caramel martini, and
Oh,
she
ooh.
calls
I
for
need
rum
the salted
chata.
caramel because that's my husband's go-to is salted caramel anything.
Salted
So-
caramel vodka, rum chata, caramel sauce, salt, white sugar. How do you make?
I have all that. Wait, I have all that. Mm-hmm. Do you use the caramel to do the rim? I might get excited
Do
here.
you
Do you
do
do
the
the
caramel?
caramel?
Do
Do you use the caramel sauce to do the rim? Tell me, please. That's so good.
Place about half of the caramel sauce on a small plate, which that's how you do it. Mix the salt and sugar together on a small plate. So, with just touching the caramel sauce, spin the martini glass to get an even bead all the way around, which is the rim, and then use the same technique to coat the rim with salt and sugar. Okay, so yes,
Chat, I will send up a jar of pickles to whoever sends the best clip of this right now.
Thank you, Boo. Thank
rim
you, Boo.
involved.
Rim, yes, anything, rim involved for sure. Gorgeous rim involved.
I used to rim and balls.
No, rim involved. Well,
I didn't say balls.
Aaron. Well, Aaron.
No balls.
If you want to get technical, but we won't.
I'll post these on Twitter.
Yeah,
talking about.
They would be good. Or you could put them in the description of these, so you don't have to change it to the mods took over and the rimming happened. Just put the recipes down there. Maybe they'll understand. Where we were going. It's going to be hard to explain.
Here's a couple of rim jobs for you.
Oh my gosh!
And I'll put the ingredients. Oh my god, this was so good. I think I'm gonna make another one.
I made a really good Bloody Mary last night, and it was like amazing, so amazing that it put me to sleep. So
well, that's a good drink. Like if it relaxes you enough to, at the end of the day, I want something like that. Like it tastes good and it works like not really like a jolt to your head, but smooth. Like get you like a little slow, relax you, and then you can just go. I don't sleep really well anyway, but lately I've been sleeping like 5-6 hours. Like that's good for me. It's almost like a real sleep, like a normal person. But
getting some like funny DMs from some people, and moderate extremists sent me a DM, and he's like, just eat you a good comfort meal, have you a good drink, and take a nap. And then that's what happened. I made meatloaf and twice baked potatoes, and I ate that, and then I drank my Bloody Mary, and I was out.
My nan used to say anything like that: a good sleep and a good laugh, set you right for the next day. Yep.
This week on my birthday, like we go out to dinner, and we always went to this one my favorite restaurant called Delmonico's, and I would get their filet. These awesome mushrooms and everything, and they made that. Like my favorite drink was called the Bellini Teeny, and then
the Bellini Teeny.
What's a Bellini Teeny?
I don't know. It's got.
I think it's like peach schnapps and champagne. Usually is a Bellini.
And something else. They put something else in it though that gives it like.
I bet you they add vodka and put it in a martini glass. That's what they did.
Oh yeah, a huge one too. Huge martini glass. That's huge. This year though, we didn't go this year. Instead, we just didn't end up going. But my son, he asked me, he's like, "Want to go out to dinner?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "What's your birthday?" I'm like, "You want to take me out to dinner for my birthday?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh my god, hell yeah!" So, but we ended up going to where I work instead, and they got some awesome food and drinks there too. So, but I love that. It's my best way to spend it, like you were saying. Best way to spend your birthday though. Nice big fat meal, awesome, amazing drinks, and then just go home and pass out. It's awesome. Tomatoes here.
I don't know, but thanks for the advice, Beaver. But that's kind of hard, by yourself. I mean, it's not impossible. I hear you.
So Bloody Marys aren't typically everybody's favorite. I grew up like my dad loved Bloody Marys, so I feel like I kind of grew up on them somewhat. But it's something I feel like it has to grow on somebody if they're not typical to your drinking style. But I love them.
I don't know. I never been able to drink one in my entire life. I don't know. So I don't like tomato juice
Really?
though either. Yeah, I don't like tomato juice. I don't like any. Whatever. I mean,
No.
I don't know.
I
I
feel
don't
like you
like
have to have the
tomato with
right
it.
spices and the right So I use a brand for the mix that's homemade. It's local, and I know that what they use as far as the spices go. And then I even add my own extra to that, and then I choose my own vodka, and I add garlic, jalapeno stuffed olives, and moonshine pickles, and then a little bit of moonshine pickle juice. So
Did you know that they make blue cheese stuffed olives?
I don't like blue
Yes,
cheese.
yes,
Nope,
I love
nope,
those.
nope,
And they
nope,
make
nope,
the best.
nope, nope,
No,
nope.
nope. Shh. We
Word.
like them. They're good, Aaron. They're good.
No.
Wait, you know what? It can't be the same. It can't be the same. Like you like Bloody Marys, and we're like kind of off that train. Like onto
It's
something.
mold on cheese.
Yeah, with the best cheese is moldy cheese, girl. Like it's got it. Like
No.
you don't like French cheese either, I guess. No.
Well, I guess I can't say that. I only know is I don't like blue cheese.
I like stinky French, like really like I like
The
strong
stinky
cheese.
part. The stinky part is the key. Like
Yeah,
I'm a
it's got
big
its,
person that doesn't like do smells and texture that's weird.
I will stay out of the blue cheese aisle. I agree. Go,
Yep.
go. Yeah, you're not gonna like
Yep.
that. Yeah, but I love it, and I
Run
love
far.
olives. So if you fill that hole of an olive with blue cheese, I'm there. It's good. It's very good, and it's even better in a martini. They make blue cheese olive martinis. I'm there. Vodka.
I love olives, but no blue cheese.
What about the other stuff? Like you could stuff an olive with anything. I've seen
What about
stuff
the
with,
other stuff? Other
Yeah,
stuff is
like
very
garlic.
big.
Okay, well we're talking garlic stuffed olives.
Oh no,
chili pepper
100%.
stuffed olives.
My olives, my olives that I put in my martinis or my Bloody Marys are garlic and jalapeno stuff.
There you go. See, so yeah, so you're not averse to stuffing the olive. It's just the blue
I'm
cheese.
not averse to stuffing at all.
Yeah, no, you're not. I'm not either. I'm a big stuffer. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Nikki. All right, Erin. We're sorry.
all gonna lose our wrenches after this.
We're sorry. Like, are we
Yeah.
wrenchless yet? Are we tossed? I'm surprised
Have we
she hasn't
lost our
kicked us.
wrenches now?
Yeah.
Like
I'm surprised she hasn't like kicked us. Like I expect to be like thrown right out of these things.
1,000%.
I'm doing it right now. Give me a second. No, I'm kidding.
She's like, I gotta find the damn room, and then she's gonna like,
I'm trying
hey,
to
wait,
quit,
before,
all right?
before I didn't de-wrench you guys and like have nothing to do. You mind telling me where my YouTube studio is so I can find where your damn wrenches are? Tell me how to get there so
How do
I
I
can
get rid
get
of my
rid of
mods?
you.
How do I get rid of your mods?
Yeah, come on, mods. Say how I get rid of you.
Who's gonna be left? I feel sorry for the people that are left.
Yeah. We're sorry, not sorry, Megan. It's all you and JC now. Here you go. Like,
Oops.
Oops. It's not our fault. There was rimming and stuffing involved. What did you expect? What did you expect?
That's an
They'll probably
explanation.
be
There's
like, they're probably
rimming
like,
and
you're
stuffing.
not leaving us here alone with her. We're out of here.
Megan has my number. She will be calling me in like 30 seconds being like, what the fuck? Stop it.
Yeah. Like yeah. Yeah, Erin can take it. She good.
I know. It's good. It's all
We
good.
did worse. We did worse. We did a stream where we were actually throwing vaginas around at people, right, Erin? That was bad. That was worse, wasn't it?
Hey, Aaron, when you do your stream with Uni, can you make sure he gives his credit to your mods for his gifts that he uses?
I will definitely bring that up. Absolutely.
Yeah, because he's.
I thought it was rather comical. I was like, wait a minute. That's my gift that I made, and you're using it in your freaking thumbnail. Thank you very much.
Mm. It's a compliment, actually. You know.
No,
Motherfucker,
it's Uni after all. It's not a compliment.
It just shows that he's lazy. I mean, it actually says more about him than But it's a compliment that you were stealable. Like it was good. It was thievable. It's the thievable compliment.
Freaking Uni. I can't with him.
I know he's too much.
Yo. So have you guys checked out Katie's Instagram?
No, I'm blocked.
Not in the last few hours.
This is some fucking Katie ass shit. Here, let me share this. Tina sent it to me. She's like, "Did you see this?"
Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Okay,
Thanks,
okay.
Tina.
So, oh wait, wrong one. Damn it. What am I at? Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Let me actually go to her Instagram then and pull it up. Sorry. Because
You're not blocked. Like I'm a maid. Like how come you're not blocked? I'm blocked on every single account. Nikki's
it's not
blocked.
my main account.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not my main account. No, but get this though. The name of this account that I'm not blocked on is called EKC People Suck. So yeah.
way to go. Oh shit. Well, we just got you blocked talking about
I wasn't
it.
blocked for a really long time. It took me a really long time to be blocked. I was blocked on Twitter first. Then I was blocked on IG when I made the comments about the local stuff. And then I guess I don't really reach out to her anywhere else. So I may be blocked other places. I don't really care.
Okay, so I guess this is like 10 hours.
The misuse of the Bible? Is that the one?
The misuse of the Bible.
I didn't know.
Oh, Lord.
This is I just put it up now. I didn't read this post though earlier, but I didn't read like all the steps and shit that Katie went into here. Like she says, okay, Chloe Shin is married to Daniel Joseph, apparently. Daniel is said to control every facet of the dancers' lives. Next paragraph. This tip was sent to me by a family friend that did some detective work on the Miranda account. They flat out said the responses do not sound like Miranda. They did a quote unquote forgot password for the account to see who might have opened the account. The first letter is K. The last is N. There are 7 stars in between the K and N. Chloe Shim, or whatever it is 9 total letters. After receiving the tip, I did a bit more sleuthing. I ran a Google search of her name, and I found that a property listed by Chloe has her last 2 digits of her phone number ending in 39. Remember, the dancers must have permission to make decisions. Why would Miranda create an entirely separate page? Because she didn't. What, you're assuming that she didn't have permission to do this? You're basing it all? Oh my God. Okay. So
please hold for an SVU. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Dun.
So now Chloe is posting that Miranda is going live. Who is making Miranda speak out? Why won't their management issue a statement like most professional companies would do? All right, now what's the other one she sent me? Is this
Man, this girl knows how to hashtag though, huh? Like take a lesson.
Yeah, she does. I've been paying attention to it. To be honest with you, maybe I thought maybe I could learn something about hashtags.
No, I've been looking at it myself. It actually helps, Erin, a lot. Like a lot.
It helps at the same time. Sometimes the attackers get attention from it, and that I don't care for.
Oh no! You think so? You think that's what attracting them? Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. She says, they did a forgot password for the account to see who might have opened the account. How does they tell you who might have opened the account? That doesn't tell you shit. You have to you can hit forgot password, but then wait.
All right, silly question, but is this Katie Joy saying that she actually is trying to sleuth and like she knows how to like fake that, like try to get into somebody's account?
Maybe
like
I don't know. Like she says that. Okay, she says she says it was a tip from a family friend of Miranda's. They did this. But upon telling Katie this, Katie then did more sleuthing, and that's when she found the property thing or whatever and the phone number. But
AKA Katie did the sleuthing herself. AKA Katie tried to allegedly, in my opinion, tried to hack in herself.
Oh, I see. Okay, so here, email starts with a K and ends in N right here to the left, and it says the picture. I didn't even look at this. Send an email. And send an SMS. So is she alleging that someone opened an email? The stars don't actually like take up a character place, do they? Like they don't. Is that number accurate?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like passwords
Because-
and the email aren't necessarily accurate, but the phone
Right.
number, yeah, that is.
I've gotten these emails for a long time, especially on Instagram. Instagram probably the most. On my, especially my personal one. And in my opinion, I mean, if you have two-factor authentication, if you backed up your stuff, and if you don't have anything you need to worry about in your personal life, you don't have anything to worry about. But in my opinion, this is Katie trying to show that something was there that happened, and in my opinion, Katie was behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this wasn't a family friend who gave her a tip. Yeah, Katie did the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Katie's sources are very sus, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah,
Katie's
I
sources
hear you.
seem to like share the same brain as Katie most of the time. I mean, it's amazing. It's uncanny, really.
Oh. I accidentally just hit that. Let's just hide that person. Sorry.
That is just so wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that Aunt Lizzie. It's here. She says it's what I do when they were saying about the detective work and everything, and I'm wondering, like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
It's a good point here. Oops. Speaking on that forgot password stuff, what if she knew that about this the whole time or whatever, and that's why everyone had login attempts and forgot password notifications before she got ROs on or whatever. Like, what if?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what if this is something she's been doing for quite some time?
Yeah.
It's kind of suspect though that with the lawsuit and everything, that this is how a lot of that came out to be or whatever was from these login attempts, these failed login attempts through forgotten password and shit, like on Salsa's email account and a few others. You know, this is how like all of this shit came to light. And now this new call that she just happens to find, like out of nowhere, the same thing fucking happens almost. Only, you know, like I don't know,
It's
the
not
same
even
tactic.
failed login attempts. Well, like it's like, so in my experience from being
But no,
your
she
moderator,
couldn't do
it's
that with
like,
this one.
right, from being your moderator, the stuff that I get most often is, we see that you're trying to have logged in from another device and don't have access. Please
Mm-hmm.
respond here. And I have two-factor authentication, and I get those all the time. And I'm just kind of like, okay, cool, you tried. Like, I'm not stupid. But
Yeah, I always check devices. Like, I feel like it's going to be more difficult to send that message out like across the board on multiple devices.
right.
You know what I mean? So like unless like it's email, then it's going to come up on your email on all devices. But like if it's not, if it's just a regular notification from the app itself, and then and I get it on my iPad too and my phone, then I feel like it's legit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this isn't email. This isn't Gmail. This is Instagram, and like they're asking here, put in or we'll send you a link or do the MS. Either way, it's the same steps. It's the same tactic. She just didn't execute this fully. This just wasn't executed fully like it was executed fully with the lawsuit. But it's the same exact fucking tactic used to try to fish out information.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's my bias. Maybe I kind of just would like to see it connected to her in some way. I'd like to see it just not exist. Period. But if it's going to exist, yeah, sure.
Right.
I'm biased. I admit it. Doesn't mean it's not true though. I don't know. My conspiracy theorist mind thinks she made this account just to put. Oh my god, that's what I was thinking too, Juju. Like as I was reading this, I'm like, what if this was all her and she's just setting the stage for this elaborate thing? But again, this brings me back to the whole like PR website and shit. Like, what if this is some elaborate plan? You know, it's something. Not I say elaborate plan, but it could be normalized for all I know by now. But what if this is just a couple of people coming together with the same common interest, and they're doing this to blow shit up, blow themselves up, you know, in a good way, of course. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think that's more likely than this is some cult, but it could be some cult.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like Katie maybe used to be more scary than she is, but then we were all introduced to like people like a certain fruit fly and a bunch of other stuff, and
Yeah.
she doesn't hold that weight that she used to. I mean, like I live 20 minutes from her. So for me, like she can say all she wants in the world, but girl, you live 20 minutes from me. If you're that serious, like come say it to my face. So
Never.
I do a little shenanigans online, but if I'm the type of person like, let's just talk it out in person if you're that close to me.
Oh, I know. Like
it might be like a real conversation, Nate. Like actually,
exactly.
Yeah, a couple of times, like like on Facebook with the whole anti-vax stuff. A couple of times I had someone like, you know, pretty much threaten that, like to come to Utica, New York. The last time was this one chick, and she's like, I don't care. I'll buy a plane ticket. You want to fly? I'll come see. I'm like, I'm not telling you to come to Utica. I'm not telling you to. I'm not inviting you to. But if you do, I live in Utica, New York. Like, she said I'm saying New York first. I'm like, but if you do, I live in Utica, New York. Just gonna leave it out there. Like, I don't want to come out and encourage it because, you know, then, you know, I do look like a crazy person or culpable anyways. But I'm not gonna sit there and say, like, I'm not gonna just sit there and say nothing. Like, come at me, bro.
I mean, it is possible at the end of the day. Like, even going by Katie's post, we shop at the same Walmart. So,
Wow.
like, yeah, she posted one day like about her Walmart, and I'm like, wait a second, that's the Walmart I shop at. So, like, at the end of the day, I'm sitting there thinking like, holy heck, I could have run into you at Walmart of all places. But I kind of wonder, like, would she be that person that would be this big and bad if you ran into her in person?
See, I mean, I'm not pushing for it or anything like that, but I am kind of curious. So, like, would she be like, oh, hey, you know, like, be nice to you, it maybe even awkward, but still just polite, you know? Or would she be like, get the fuck out of my face, you crazy bitch, or whatever, you know what I mean?
I think it would depend on what I started the conversation with. Like, if I started the conversation with be like, oh, by the way, I'm Aaron's mod. I don't think that conversation would go so well.
No, they would, honestly, she'd probably sit there and start screaming in all of Walmart, you helped her get my art report. You know, that's what would happen probably.
1000%. But I would be like, in response, I'd be like, but I just want to let you know I thoroughly enjoyed Toad's cupcake ASMR.
And don't forget the Depends, John said. Put them both in the cart.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I would have a Depends in my cart and a Hostess cupcake in my cart.
I was going to say,
like, here you go.
You should introduce yourself and say, here, this is for Todd.
Yes, here.
I look forward to seeing him eat it.
I just feel like I need to put this out there for anybody that needs to know. Across the street from this particular Walmart is a White Castle.
Like that, you know what? John's got a point.
We're all on the same page. Literally across the street from that Walmart is a White Castle.
You know what, Nikki? John's got a good point. Like you get her in the Walmart or someplace out. You just walk up to her and just say, listen, this is enough. Just stop this stalking. I see you. I know what you're doing. You troll. You just stop it. You just stop it right. Like just give her the whole routine, like right back to her in public, in front of everybody, and then just walk away. It would be like, I would pay to see that. Like that would be so lit.
I almost feel like I would freeze and be like, what do I need to capture here? What? I feel like there'd be so many people that'd be like, what do they want to see? Like, I need to make sure I capture all the things. But yeah, it is actually kind of a fear for me because I don't necessarily want to run into KJ at Walmart.
I hear you. All right, I'm gonna go back to chat here, and then I think
there's a comment from Without a Lawyer or Peter that she's looking. I'm trying to find it for you.
Oh yeah, someone had tagged me in a tweet or discussing this not too long ago. That's what got me thinking about all this or rethinking about it again. That's why I shared the video I shared earlier. It was from like I was at work when I left the reply, I think. So it was either maybe Friday or Saturday night, maybe, or it could have been Thursday.
I don't know why they bother to attack you on anything. This never goes well for them. What is with them? They don't learn.
Beth Yant asks, hey, any news on debating uni? I have not heard a peep out of his entire camp. Like I'm negative and I talk or whatever. And he and I discussed this a little bit, but he and I just haven't talked it up here the past couple of days. Like, which is normal. We don't talk every day. But as far as uni and or whatever or anyone else goes, I haven't heard a damn thing. So.
No.
But this isn't the first time I made this offer. I put this out there at least like maybe half a dozen times now, and
it's
a little bit.
He never follows through.
So
he never follows through, and this time he's tagging you, and I'm thinking, what about all the times like you've offered him to come? He's like acting like you're not out there requesting to talk to him. You would always talk to him. You said it from the start.
Yeah.
Can I make a small mod request that's maybe not as mod related? Can we have a heads up, please?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't even think it would happen on my channel because I feel like if I want it to happen that bad, I'm gonna have to give him the home turf advantage, because he's not gonna go to anyone else's channel. Come on.
No, Nikki, I had to bot her ass. If she schedules it here, we'll know. I had to bot her. She don't tell it. Like the bot tells me. And in like 4 hours later, she's like, oh, by the way, I'm streaming tonight.
Oh, I know. I have her bot set up in mine as well. And in order just to find out. In fact, my bot says, just in case Her Highness has not let us know, make sure you go check this.
It says, oh, by the way, Erin doesn't tell you she's doing this.
And literally, that's what my bot says. It says, just in case Her Highness hasn't let you know, there's a stream happening.
It's 2 requirements to be a mod around here. You got snark like Erin, because she teaches us well, and you got to bot her ass. Or you get nowhere. You get nowhere.
I heard this. I botted her. It sounded like butt. And then
I know. You know, just put that with the ribbing and the stuffing and the botting. You know, it's a whole thing. Sounds like a party. I'm ready. We're ready.
You did what to my butt?
No, it's
I'm
my
just putting
bot.
this out here right now. I'm not a swinger. I'm a husband. I'm a really happy person.
Well,
oh my God.
Everybody has their boundaries. We respect that, Nikki.
Everybody has their boundaries. We respect. What is happening right now?
We have no idea.
Lord help me.
It wasn't me.
It was Shaggy. I know. It wasn't you. It was Shaggy. He did it.
It wasn't me.
It was he tagged Peter. Is Peter he or she? I don't know. I'm sorry.
She's in here. Yeah. She
Peter.
tagged you on Twitter to that thing under without a sponsor or something, and she asked me to read it to tell you that that's where it is. I think that's where it is.
PETA, and I just think of Hunger Games. So I think it's a boys. I'm sorry. I apologize.
She's lit. She's one of my favorite Aussie friends. We've been hanging out in the middle of the night for a long time.
Not gonna lie, I think of pita bread. Sorry.
No, it's PETA. It's PETA. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a animal rights organization.
I get hungry. when I think of it.
It's always about food. It's food. We did, you know what, Erin? You're lucky Miss Mayhem was like, there was actually no toys and no real like dirty talk at all. We talked about food all night long. It was weird. It was really strange.
I saw this. I didn't actually watch the whole video though. The tweet that was, I don't know if they were sharing with me. That I was typing just now. It was from that without a crystal ball or clue. See, here's the thing though. Here's what really, this is what really kind of tells me something's suspicious. Anyways, it's off.
Right.
Like, okay, so this wasn't some sort of a campaign waged by Without a Crystal Ball. This was all started and originated with Miranda's family, right? And like the family and friends and loved ones, whatever, of the people in this quote unquote cult. Okay. So it didn't originate with Katie. Katie was just one of the driving forces in this. So why, like this account here is said to be like in defense of this whole, these group of dancers and Miranda and everyone. So why is it that they're focusing their target to be Without a Crystal Ball when it's not her that started this? She picked it up and ran with it because that's what she does. She doesn't start shit. She's not original enough to start anything. She just picks it up and runs with it, you know. So why are they going after her? I mean, it is literally like I would say shooting the messenger, but I wouldn't even put her as messenger. She was just a louder messenger of some others. That's it, you know. So why are they focusing on her? Like if this isn't, they're not even focusing in on her because of what she was saying about Miranda so much. Right. They're focusing in on her because she's her. It feels personal against her.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know.
Well, she kind of cultivated. She kind of cultivated that climate. She's blaming everybody else, but we weren't there. Like we don't know.
But but in my description here, I one of the things I wrote in it was where's it? Was it the situation also brings to light new questions? That's one of the questions I wanted to ask. Like, does she kind of set the mood for this? Like, does she help? I don't want to victim blame or whatever, but I don't even think of her as a victim in this case either. But like, does she kind of ask for this in a sense?
She has used it to her benefit so often that it is now an organic thing that happens, and now she's bitching about it because she can't control it.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
I believe. This I exactly believe. She has cultivated it. She used it to her advantage over and over again, and now it's happening organically without her doing anything. And this is where she has a big problem because, you know, control freak. Like she controls the narrative. You cannot control the narrative when there's people out there on the internet that do not like what you're doing and saying. They want to come for you. And it's not anything to do with us or anybody looking for misinterpretation. She just says actually coming off as really unlikable lately, like really unlikable. And there are people coming out of woodwork from every community on her, like everywhere.
Yeah.
My question there, when I said it brings to light new questions, like this was a thought process I had just really started to work through today. And I don't even have to finish it now because Claire just finished it all for me. Just put it, thanks. No, I mean, like this is where I feel like this is where my mind was starting to form. The thoughts, my mind was starting to form. I just didn't follow through yet. Well, she did it for me, apparently, because that's exactly it.
You just call me, Erin. I'll help you. It's no problem.
No, seriously, like fucking exactly it.
Yep. No, but I've been watching a long time, and that's exactly it. Like I know this game, and when it gets out of control for her, this is when she gets off, when she don't control the narrative, and that's what's happening right now. People are coming out of everywhere and saying no, and it's organic. It's just happening organically. Like nobody's pushing it.
Can we just use a different terminology though? Than she gets off because just that's.
Well, come on, it goes with rimming. Wait, it's my stick. It's rimming, it's stuffing, it's botting. She got off. I mean, come on. What else are you supposed to do with rimming, stuffing, botting?
But nothing with Katie, dude. Come on. Like the rim might come back up, okay?
All right. She tried, but she couldn't do it. There you go. Is that better?
Swallow.
She tried.
Couldn't swallow.
She tried. She couldn't swallow. She's so bitter. No, stop. It's time to end the stream. It's gone there. It's over. It's done.
I duck.
I think unfortunately with KJ, there will always be stands, and someday, somehow, they will see the light, and we'll eventually see them in our chat.
But they're the worst. The ones that really actually respected her and everything. When they turn, have you seen it? They're vile. They are worse than anything I've ever seen. The ones that are like, you disappointed me. And then they just rip her for like days and then they go off. It's,
But sometimes they end up being the most Lyle subs, Lyle. Right. loyal subs
Yeah,
for
because
us.
she uses that stick that
Right.
oh, everybody's against me, feel bad for me, like, you know, like
Right.
I can't do my thing, I can't be the best I can for you because like they're after me, like they're doing this, it's all them. I'm like, I want to meet them.
Like even if you think about like Sue Elliott, like she was a loyal KJ sub, and KJ used her, abused her, and it got to be the point where KJ went
Yep.
too far, and now Sue, she is my person 1000%.
She's
She
a good
cheers me
person.
up. She's just the greatest person
She is.
out there.
That situation there was a perfect example of Katie's narrative getting a little side bump and her freaking the hell out because she couldn't
Yep.
hear even a little bit of off message. Like she had it all in her head how this was going to go, and it was so perfect for her, and she was so excited about it. And one comment, actually, Sue only made one comment, and then the
Right.
chat responded to it, and there you go. If she sees that narrative sliding off, you're dead meat. You're all out of there. She don't care who you are. You're gone.
Yep.
You're done. Because
Yep.
don't mess with Katie's narrative. It's hard to be a LARPer in life on YouTube. It's hard work. It takes a lot for her to think of this shit, and she's like practicing and stuff. Because I can't believe she's really like this. Like nobody could be this unlikable on the planet. Like, she's making it a job. I'm telling you, there's got to be more to it, you know. But it's hard for her to put it all out there like that. She really thought it was going to work, and somebody sidetracked it, and damn, did she get mad? All she saw was the, you know, money disappearing. Right? Not realizing she'd still have the narrative. She talked to Sue. She could have made the narrative bigger and had it
Right.
work for her. And she might have got another 2 streams out of it so she could continue her narrative. Well, hey, Katie, don't listen to me. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. You know, that's it.
Instead, she missed out on a great human being that can be a very loyal sub and a great person to cheer you on when you don't feel like being cheered on.
Yeah, because that monster tag that she likes to flash around that we all put on her makes her money. No doubt about it. And that's evidence right there. She cared more about keeping that one than doing the right thing. But Erin wanted to leave, so we should like not we can talk about Katie all night.
Sorry.
No, I was listening. I haven't really been on Twitter at all today, so I was just kind of looking at Twitter.
Yeah, oh my God,
I haven't looked at Twitter in general other than DMs in like 3 days, and I'm kind of glad.
Yeah, me either.
Honestly,
I just a little otter here, a little positive thing from Omar. He sends me one every day. That's usually pretty cool. I just retweet that and retweet streams, and I mean, it's Twitter. Unless you want to get involved, you just stay the hell out of there. Like,
Twitter,
I didn't have time.
Twitter is what you make of it. Yeah,
I didn't have the time. You know, I was off doing other shit. So thank you, Erin, for letting us play.
What the
She's
fuck?
probably never gonna let us.
Me? Holy shit!
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Reagan.
Yeah.
Reagan's causing problems in the DMs.
No, it's funny. It's
they're usually
it
the
is what it is.
Like they are actually. A Reagan DM is a conversation stopping funny every damn time.
Reagan's problems are what I live for because like her tweets are what I live for. So
and that's only a small part. It's like
apparently if you just search Twitter for Reagan, something pretty interesting comes up.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Don't go to Twitter. Okay, let's send the stream.
Don't send me. I
Come
swear.
on, Nikki.
We're going.
We'll hold your hand. We're going. We'll hold your hand. Let's go. Let's
go.
Kick us, Aaron. Let's go.
On that note.
No, that's not fair.
See you all on Twitter. We're leaving. We're out.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Good night. Good night.
I see a puppy.